We haven't used Deputy Gearhead lately, Mark. We have to use him. He's really good on car stuff.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah, and I just got somebody, too. I got a few people interested in being deputies, and I like this because we do want a few more deputies. Jan, what's going on with your vacation pay? What's happening with you?
Yeah, hi, Tom.
Hi,
Morning.
Jan. What's going on, man?
So I worked for a firm for 10 years, 10-plus years. I had stock options there.
And what kind of a firm? What kind? I don't need to know the company, but what kind?
A manufacturing company.
Okay.
And so we sold the company last July. But prior to that sale of the company, in my 10th year, I had earned 5 weeks of vacation pay. So.
And what was the company policy on that?
That's a good question.
Well, hold on. Well, let's put it this way. What do you mean you've earned it? Let's start there. How do you know you earned it?
Because at the 10-year mark, you were at the 5-week mark.
Well, let's put it this way. When did you get 1 week?
When I started, I had 3 weeks, I think.
Okay. So you start with 3 weeks vacation, I assume, after the first year. And then you take you could take 3 weeks the second year, I imagine. I don't care, but then if you stay,
you would earn additional time, and then I think the way it worked is, as you accrued time during, each month passed during the year, you were earning all that vacation.
Then you got there. Okay, so then you got to a point where who told you 2 more weeks were added after 10 years?
I think it was I think I already had 4 weeks, so the 5th week the boss said, you now have 5 weeks of vacation.
But is it official anywhere? I'm just curious.
Say again?
Was this officially written anywhere?
I'm sure it was somewhere in the company.
And were there other people? Did it show on your pay stub?
Good question. I don't know. I'd have to look at that.
Well, did the 4 weeks show on your pay stub?
Yeah, I had accrued vacation time.
Okay, good. And when did the 10-year mark happen on your paycheck? When exactly were you 10 years?
That was January of last year.
Okay, January of 22. Okay. So, okay.
22, yep.
Okay. So, I'm getting the picture. Now what I need to know is what's the problem?
So, so the company was sold, or it was acquired by another firm in July.
Got it.
And
hey, do you have a pay stub from any time after January that shows 10 weeks? I mean, excuse me, 5 weeks.
I have to look that up.
Well, that's going to be important. Keep going. What happened after the new company? The new company can change things, by the way.
They could.
They absolutely can. Now, they don't have to, but they can come in and say, by the way, we're not inheriting this debt of earned vacation. They can easily say that. There is no requirement on a new company to take up any obligation of the old company.
I agree with you on that point.
All right, so keep going with your story.
So the new company acquired the firm in July. I left the firm late August. And then when I was going through my wrapping up my taxes and everything, I noticed that on my final payout, I did not receive the 5 weeks of vacation pay. And to your point, the new company could say, well, we didn't assume any of those obligations. I didn't see any of that paperwork. However,
you don't have to, but.
Yeah. However, should I be pursuing the 5 weeks of vacation pay that I did not receive?
You should be pursuing. You should be pursuing whatever was owed to you by the old company. They're the ones that owed you. The only thing this new company owed you was 1 month. You left a month after the new company took over. They owe you a month of pay. The old company owes you everything else.
Okay. Yeah, that was my question.
And you have to prove, and you go to the labor board, and the old company, they can't escape a wage claim. I mean, do you know the structure of the sale? Is it a new corporation taking over?
They acquired. It's the same corporation. We just adopted the company name on the front end.
Wait a minute.
It was their name.
What do you mean it's the same corporation? So you're telling me?
We were acquired and we were rolled up into the new firm. To answer your question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the company? Just tell me the company. What is it?
It's here in Denver.
Nobody cares, man. I just need to know so I can put it together, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it really isn't. You're not saying anything wrong. What you're saying is a new company bought an old company. Yes, I mean, so who's the old company?
It was a firm called Adam Works.
And what did you guys build?
Among other things, spaceships.
No. Oh, wait. Is this an offshoot from Adam Aircraft back in the day?
It is, yep.
Down at Centennial?
You got it.
That same building?
Oh, no. The airplane company's long gone. That still has a legacy behind it, but this was an outgrowth that had the same core crew.
You know, that Adam guy, he is a visionary. It's just that sometimes he's too far ahead. But
that's why I loved working for him.
now he's like a Musk almost, Elon. Okay, I'd like to know, Adam was sucked up by who? Sierra, somebody who?
Yeah, it was a big firm based out of Palo Alto.
Okay. Okay, that new firm doesn't owe you anything. It's usually that the old owner negotiates this. Have you talked to the Adam people?
I haven't gone back to them, and it didn't really dawn on me because when we closed the deal on the company, a core number of us that had options got a lump sum, and it didn't dawn on me until I went back and said, "Gee, I don't think I got my vacation pay included in that."
Yeah, okay. It's a simple matter, especially if you just got to figure out who it is. You just got to figure out who the hell's in charge. Is Adam even involved in any? Was Adam involved at all?
No.
Wasn't his name George or Rick? Rick Adam?
Both.
Yeah, George Rick. Yeah, Rick was his nickname. So here's the deal, man. Did they dissolve the corporation?
Excuse me, probably.
Go to the labor board and just put in an issue, but you got to prove it with a pay stub. If you don't have any proof or any other employees who also mirror what happened to you, you're going to have a tough time. Call us back after you, but Wage and Hour really does something in this state. Really, they're good people. 303-713-8255.
Your mom has been there for you your entire life.
I think
What's that, sir?
ABCs to celebrating your first promotion. This Mother's Day, give her a gift that's worthy of her lifetime.
I know.
Okay, YouTube-wise.
Lifetime unlimited subscription is the perfect present for all moms. Whether they love to travel or are an empty nester who's looking for a new hobby, give her forever access to 25 languages for 40% off. Now through May 14th at rosettastone.com.
You know, John Fuller has been helping so many of my listeners with their personal injury claims. Listen, I know you probably don't, if you don't have an injury, most of you don't, you're not going to listen so much.
How's that?
But I urge you to. Put the name down and the firm. If you ever have to refer anyone, don't just go to the big top-of-mind firm where they advertise on TV how big they are, how many call centers, how many attorneys. You want someone who's going to take your case and work it. That's John Fuller. I know him personally, and he will give you his cell phone number, honest to God. He will evaluate your case personally, and he has pledged only to take as many cases as he can actually work. I don't know if you know how important that is, but to have the lead attorney working with you and a boutique law firm really working for you, we've never had a disappointed client. MyAccidentLawyer.co, big, small, medium, call them. You'll notice the difference. 303-597-4500, 597-4500.
Very nice.
Hey, when I want one recorded from time to time. Can you do that for me?
Heck yeah.
Okay. How about that one?
Would you like me to send you that one?
Yeah, if you can, that would be great.
I'm happy to.
All right. I also...
I like.
If I
Mark,
get it...
He can lick my hump.
No,
What's
Mark,
that?
let him lick your hump. Whatever that means. I don't know what that...
I said lick my hump? What's that?
Oh, okay. Mark? Can we talk? Did you get the invite?
Yeah.
The Zoom?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Put on your underwear when you have it, though. Is Sue's home?
She's out with the doctor right now.
Right, but she's home. I got to send her the new contract.
I prefer more bad food. When I use the gift card there, I tell them that story every time. I'm like, somebody at work asked if I wanted a gift certificate to a restaurant. And when I told them Golden Corral, they said, no, we mean a restaurant.
That's mean.
I've told them that down at Golden Corral. Dan Kaplis gave me more.
Shannon totally bailed me out last week when Ryan was gone on Dan Kaplis' show, and Dan wanted to get him a gift certificate. And so I said, okay, it's going to be Golden Corral. And Dan was like, what? I was thinking Del Frisco's.
No.
And I'm like, no, you don't.
Now, Danny knows what that is. Don't let him get too highfalutin.
Just because a picture of he and his family is in every frame at Target doesn't mean that...
No, but it was funny because, we were texting over the weekend. I'm like, I'll get it, but it's going to be Golden Corral. And he's like, no, it should be Del Frisco's or something.
No.
And I'm like, no, you don't know Shannon.
Not that I don't enjoy a good bechamel sauce, but...
It was pretty awesome. So Shannon's hooked up for the next 3 weeks.
That is 10 trips almost. Because when I get there,
it's $50.
No, it's
so,
$50, but
yeah.
Occasionally when I get there, the employees give me the employee price because I'm there so often. So it's $4.75 a visit to Golden Corral.
Well, with tip though.
Okay, so $9.75.
Yeah. So $10 a trip. That's at least 5 trips. You can get your corn on the cob. You can get your barbecue ribs.
And many other.
Hey, the ribs are good. The ribs are good. Aren't they like boiled in barbecue sauce kind of?
Yeah, they're doing a sort of a seafood paella right now this month, and it was fabulous yesterday.
Don't they have mac and cheese too that you like?
A little bit. Yeah, they got some okay noodles.
Oh my God.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Just don't forget about Joe.
Just got a text. First wife got laid off from her job. You know how that affects me financially? All right, here we go, guys.
Talk station 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino. Hey, I love waterpros.net, or you can go to paulthewaterman.com. I love the company because they have great drinking water at low prices. I'm so tired of these high prices from some plumbers on softening and water. This is under $1,000, fully installed, all complete. The best water system at the lowest price. Triple filter reverse osmosis. Waterpros.net or paulthewaterman.com. Whatever you have on your mind, give us a call. The number is 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. You can also call 303-MARTINO. 303-627-8466. We're on YouTube and Facebook. You can also download any of the podcasts you want, listen to us, talk to us. Lori, you have an issue with a contractor. And by the way, this is the only show where you can really get feedback and help. I know there are a lot of, like, next door and all those things, and people chime in, but this is the place where we put someone on it and try to work for you. So, Lori, what is this contractor thing?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for letting me come on. So I got 3 bids to redo my master bathroom. I chose a company that I found on Google reviews that had a 4.8 with 232 reviews. They sounded really, really strong.
Okay.
Mostly 5-star reviews. The price was about the same as
what was the company's name?
Contractors. Schwalb, SCHWALB Builders.
Okay, well, the good news is I've never heard of them. That's really good news. So, when we hear a place... So tell me what happened. What did you hire them for?
So, to do a complete remodel of my master bathroom. And I hired them the last week of on January 24th, I signed a contract. The contract requested 50% down.
Never, ever. I mean, honest to God, I just can't stand it. How did you make that? Listen, I'm not saying never pay money down, but I'm saying never. I would never pay 50% up front, ever. So this was January 24th?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now, under the Contractors Trust Act, they gotta put that money in trust for you, and I bet you they didn't. How much did you pay?
Well,
How much exactly did you pay?
That check was $13,850.
Now, okay, keep going. Keep going. What happened?
They should have used that money for buying the materials, but they never bought the materials.
How do you know?
They told me. Because they never came.
Wait, so, okay, since January 24th, you've never heard from this guy?
No, that's not true. I've heard from them a lot. I've been given all kinds of stories.
Okay,
so
that's what I want to know. What kind of stories are you given?
Well, we'll come, oh gosh, there's so much. They were supposed to start in February. In the second week of March, 2 guys came. They demoed the bathroom. So the
my God!
Been demoed since the second week of March.
So now you don't have a master bath?
Right, and I'm not in my bedroom either because they said I should move out because it's going to get so dusty. And they haven't been back. One of the things is the subcontractor called me the end of March, I think, maybe the first week of April.
Let's just get right on this, man. I mean, here's the bottom line. They haven't done the job.
Right.
Okay, let's get right on it. What the hell? Why haven't they done the job? They took half down and haven't done anything. They demoed. Hold on.
They have more money than that.
What's that?
They have more money than
Why
that.
did you give them more money?
Because I'm an idiot.
Hold on. They finally demoed it. When you say demoed it, it's all, you're not using it. It's done.
There's nothing there.
Okay, now tell me this. Why did you pay them again?
Because that's what the contract said to do, and that's what I signed.
Wait. So the contract says you pay half down, and then after they demo, you pay how much?
25%. I paid another $8,125. I'm an idiot.
8,000. 8,000 bucks? Did you say?
Yeah, 81.25.
Now, here's what I want to know. Okay, what have they done since then? What have they done since then?
Nothing. And on top of that, how stupid am I? The subcontractor said, we feel really bad for you. If you order the materials, we will come in and finish the job.
You know what? This sounds like the Sleaze Brigade to me. Let's just call these idiots. 303-357-9717, right? Okay, Schwald, let's call them. Let's call them and find out what the hell is going on.
And I also have the personal number for the owner, if you want that one.
And what is the owner's name? Let me guess. Mr. Schwald. Who is the what's his name?
Hey, give it to Kelly. Let me call that Kelly when we go to break.
What's his name? What's his name?
Sean Schwald. And his personal number.
No. Don't give it on the air. Not until
I didn't know I was still on the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on hold right now. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Hey people, how many times How many times? How many times when you pay ahead of the game do you find out you're behind the 8 ball? How many times? Raise your hand. It sucks, ladies and gentlemen. It sucks. You know, something's got to be done. I don't know. I just don't know. If I went online to this schwaldbuilders.com, oh boy, they look like a good game. All the trucks are lined up, the photos. Really, they got a great presentation here. Supposedly they have good ratings, but what the hell is going on here? Schwald, what is going on, Schwald? Let's give them a chance to answer, okay? I'm Tom Martino. Let's do that because, I mean, who knows? It could be something. Let's talk about replacing your air conditioner if it's old and your furnace and getting the guaranteed lowest price for the same equipment. You get a bid free of charge from 888heating.com if you're thinking about that. 888heating.com. 303-770-2776.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Several drama spots on the roads and freeways to occupy your 10 o'clock drive. I-25 northbound before 6th Avenue. We've got a crash in the right lane. With slow traffic back from Alameda, about 5 minutes of delayed driving into downtown. East of there, I-225 southbound before Yosemite Street, a rollover crash blocking 2 left lanes and the right lane with stop-and-go traffic back from Parker Road. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies out there today. Highs in the mid-70s this afternoon, overnight low of 43. Tomorrow, a high of 74 with chance of scattered thunderstorms. Wednesday, high of 77. The current temperature is 53 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
This week on Red Pilled America, should artificial intelligence be stopped? To find the answer, we speak to an AI expert who tells us where AI is going. Listen to Red Pilled America on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you get podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
You know, we just talked about great pricing, you know, on furnace and air with 888heating.com. Let me tell you about the best water heater deal. See, not everyone has the best deals on everything. Water heaters, EuroPlumbingColorado.net, you don't beat them. Oh, my God, you don't beat them. $12.99 for a 40-gallon tank fully installed. That's a new water lines and a new flex gas line. They tear out, haul away the old one. Now, if you want 50 gallons, it's just $13.99. And you know what else? You can get any size, and they'll guarantee the lowest price. I love this new trend, the lowest price. EuroPlumbingColorado.net, water heaters, 303.
Hey, Sean, Mark Major. I'm with the Tom Martino Show. How are you, man?
From where?
The Tom Martino
let's talk about
Show.
Shades and blinds
we have a call
and curtains
right now.
and drapes.
You're not live on air or anything, but she is. And she's saying you guys basically took quite a bit of money and never delivered any of the products. So we're trying to kind of figure out your side of it. Her name is
everything in-house. A family-owned and operated business. They measure and estimate free. Deputy Jack just had it done. He loves these people. And then they did their entire, his entire new home, right? And they even gave him loaner shades while he was waiting. All the top brands, and a designer helped them, thank God. They have that free service in-house, plus they install from in-house crews, and they guarantee everything made in the shade. 720-458-6566, 458-6566.
Is her side.
Name?
A-B-E-L-M-A-N.
A-B-E-L?
Yep, M-A-N.
You need mine?
No.
Kelly, how much she's saying?
She paid up front.
8,000.
She paid first up front, 13,800, and then another 8,000.
Yes.
She paid actually she's saying she paid 13,800, then another 8,000.
Basically, yeah.
Yes, and we're working there.
I'm sorry?
We're working there, sir.
Oh, you're there now working?
All they did was demoed, man.
Working in this project.
Oh, so you're saying the project's still going on. She's saying you haven't been out there for quite a while.
No. And why she did not call me instead?
I'm sorry, why didn't she call you? I think she has been trying to get in touch with you.
No one has. Right.
How about if I ever call you right now? Would you talk to her right now if she calls you?
Yes, of course.
All right, I'm going to have her call you right now, so then I'll get some feedback from her. All right, thanks, man. Hold on.
Hey, Mark.
All right, I want her to call him right now.
Mark?
Yeah. Yeah.
YouTubers are saying, now everywhere else your audio sounds good, but YouTubers are saying you sound like shit.
Well,
I have no idea. Oh, hold on.
His
Hold on.
audio.
I know the deal.
His video always looks like shit because of him, but we're talking audio.
I know the deal. Hold on. I know exactly what it is.
I have her number. Do you want it, Mark?
I'm not used to this call. No, I don't want her number. I want her to call him right now.
Okay,
he
Mark,
said he will
I
answer.
don't want to hear it yet, but I want you to come right out with it when we get out. I want to hear it.
All right, that should fix my audio.
Now,
what did you do?
I had to kill my mic on this. The way it does this camera, it's my bad. I fucked up. How's that?
And visually, you do look like the white Harambe.
Hey, I
remember
look
that
like,
gorilla?
I look like the dude.
The dude.
The dude.
And another one. Why are we on such
that guy?
Why are we on such what?
Low D on online.
What do you mean low D?
Well, someone asked me why we broadcast at, what, 480?
Well,
I have no idea what we're broadcasting on. If I
really?
push it much higher,
it's 480,
to me it looks perfect.
It's 480.
To me it looks
all
great.
Right.
No, it's not 480. It's 720. I know it's 720.
Okay, 720 then.
Well, it doesn't need to look 4K to solve problems, and we just don't have the bandwidth here, do we?
Well, it's not there. It's Tom's house. That's the problem.
What do you need me to do, Mark?
Quit downloading.
There's nothing you can.
But Mark, when this isn't on, you have a way of doing Lucy through that, right?
What do you mean, Lucy?
Well, okay. When my Comrex is not on, you can still get sound through the laptop.
Yes.
Okay. And you do that with Lucy or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
So am I not?
I'm scared.
Lori
okay.
He needs to call.
Listen.
Yes, have her call right now, and then have her call us back. And then I'll update everybody on air when we go back.
Call. Yeah. Call Sean, and then we're going to get you back.
They are standing by for your call.
Well, basically, Mark just talked to him. So you need to
here we come.
Call him and talk.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Okay, we have another bank failure, right? We need to get Joe Chiano. I need to ask you a question, okay, Joe? And if you don't know it, it's good not to know it. It's all right if you don't know it. But with my money, if I do an annuity with you or overfunding life insurance, is that money put in a bank? Can I lose it?
No, not at all, Tom. Actually, what happens is banks, the reason why they're having problems, Tom, is because right now or forever banks were using and are using what they call the fractional reserve method to reserve
let me
assets.
What that means is they loan out multiples of their cash, right?
That is right. Like if somebody puts $1,000 as a deposit at a local bank, the bank can actually lend more than that.
Right.
So they don't have the reserve. So when people go to the bank and do a bank run, for example, they don't have the money.
Right. And those multiples change with time. But here's what I want to ask, okay? Do you know about FDIC insurance and how it works? I'm getting all kinds of different stories. Now, again, people say, Tom, how many accounts do people have with more than 250,000? But I'm talking about, we have to talk to all people on this show. So if you happen to have more than 250,000 at one bank, can you have two accounts at one bank and have them both sheltered? Again, we get different answers. Somebody said it's one person and the bank takes the aggregate. So if you have three accounts, you're only insured for $250, even if they're 3 different accounts. And I don't know what the story is on that. And we need to get a banking expert. Again, it's not going to affect that many people, but I'll bet you, Joe, you run into people who are maybe older, worked all their lives, husband and wives, that do have more than $250 in cash, right?
That is right. And, buying an annuity or even life insurance, Tom, life insurance companies work on the 100% reserve. So they have to have 100% of their money ready and available at all times. Nothing to do with the stock market.
100%.
They cannot go to the insurance. 100%. They cannot go to the insurance department and say, hey, we can't pay the death claim or we can't pay the annuity payment because the market went down. They cannot say that.
See,
so they're 100% safe.
This is how everyone gets affected by this, even though you may not think you would by a bank. Here's how it gets affected. Now, let me explain this to people. When you have a bank like Republic or like SVC and all these others that were SVB, whatever the hell it was called, and when these go down, what happens is the FDIC gets nervous. And that is the worst thing that can happen. If the FDIC gets nervous, why do they get nervous? Because they know they do not have enough money to insure most deposits. In fact, if we have multiple bank failures, they'll run out of money. That's why you had Obama doing that big bailout. People thought the bailout was to help the banks. Well, of course it was. Why? Because they knew the FDIC could not insure the funds. I'm telling you that straight up. They don't have enough money. And here's what happens. If they don't have enough money, this country goes straight into a depression. It's when the house of cards come falling down. And they can't let people ever lose confidence in the FDIC. But right now, the FDIC is a house of cards. Now, obviously, I hope and pray that not all banks or not a lot of banks fail. But the problem is they can very easily. So here's what happens. The FDIC now goes into banks, and they want to make them, in their mind, they don't want to destroy the country. They want to make them more secure in their minds. So what do? They say to the bank, okay, hold on. You have too much invested in tech, or you have too much invested in real estate, or you have too much whatever. It depends on the bank. Like SVB, too much in tech. Another bank might be too much in real estate. Another bank might be too much in another sector. So what they say is you must shed a certain percentage. You must get your percentage down of loans for real estate or your percentage down for loans for tech. What happens is when those percentages go down, some of these high-tech guys, they don't sell their stock, they borrow against it. So what happens if you have a loan out, right? Now listen, you have a loan out and the bank says, you got to pay principal down on this. Because with commercial loans, they can say that. So now you're stuck and you have stock as collateral. So what do you do if you're a tech guy and your loan is called? What do? You sell your stock. What happens when these banks make several calls like that? Stocks go for sale and the stock market crashes for that sector. What happens with real estate? The same thing. Well, if I can't pay the principal down, I'm going to have to sell the lot or sell the land or sell the building. Multiple buildings go for sale. Prices go down. Now what happens when stock prices go down or buildings and real estate go down? The other people who have real estate loans are now upside down, or the margins are too small for the banks to sustain them. So now you have more banks calling investors saying, by the way, you used to have a 30% or a 40% loan to value. Now you have an 80% loan to value or something like that. You have to pay that down. Then more people want to sell, and we get into a deep depression, or recession. Then the FDIC has to do some maneuvering to keep it from going into a depression. I am telling you, that's how delicate our system is. And it all starts when the Fed starts getting too far, not the Fed, I meant Federal Reserve, not the Fed, FDIC gets too far into our business, banking business. And in their efforts to shore up banks, what they're actually doing is making them fail. So then they start issuing warnings on banks. So what happens when a warning is issued? More people take money out. I'm telling you, we are having the signs of that right now. Right now. Gary, you have a concrete job. What's going on? A concrete. And then Mark did call that construction company. We're going to do an update right after we have these important messages. But Gary, what's going on with you right now?
Yeah, Tom, thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I own a rental property in Smoky Hill. I had the driveway and front porch replaced last year, about the first week of October.
Driveway and porch, are they both concrete?
That is correct. Yes, they are.
And who did you contract
the
with?
Driveway, with Santiago, S.A. Concrete LLC, S.N. Santiago, A.
Concrete LLC.
Concrete LLC.
Okay, so
They did a property. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. So you said the guy behind it was Santiago?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the owner.
Okay. So what happened?
Well, it looks horrible. After it was done, I called up his son, who's the manager, Andy.
What's Santiago's last name?
I'm going to spell it for you because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Arzola.
Okay.
Arzola?
Yeah, that's fine. So Santiago's, you called his son, it looks like crap. Do they both look like crap or just one or the other?
No, it's the driveway that looks horrible.
Okay, hold on, and we'll come back to you on this because we want to know what's going on with his driveway and Santiago. More construction, more shoddy work. What else is new? More coming up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast.
Several drama spots throughout the Denver Metro to close out that 10 o'clock hour. I-25 northbound just before 6th Avenue. We've got a crash on the right lane with stop-and-go traffic back from Alameda. A couple minutes of delayed driving for folks heading towards the downtown area. South of there, I-225 southbound before Yosemite Street. We've got a rollover crash blocking 2 left lanes and the right lane. Traffic barely getting by with slow driving back from Parker Road. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies today. Nice and warm out there again with a high of 73 degrees this afternoon. Overnight low of 43. Tomorrow, high of 74. The current temperature in Denver is 56 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Coming up on the next episode of the Tudor Dixon Podcast, Kyle Olson joins the show to talk about the madness at Michigan State University. Banned words? Are our kids too sensitive? Be sure to catch new episodes every Monday, Wednesday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay, so if you are planning for retirement, that's one of our topics today, right? If you're planning for retirement, Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, they really take all of the elements that you have and put them together to see where you're strong, where you're weak, where you need help, and they counsel you on retirement planning, every aspect of it, investments and savings and insurance, long-term care, income, whatever you need. And then they refer to experts if you need other stuff. They even like overfunding life insurance, whatever it is. And Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies is family-owned and operated. You can call them for a free consultation. They're sponsors of this show. If you call them, they'll visit with you as many times as it takes for you to feel comfortable. They'll explain what they're doing for you, what it costs you, and what it saves you. rpcenter.com, rpcenter.com, 970-663-3211, 970-663-3211. And speaking of money, hey, you want money quickly, sell your old jewelry. I'm talking about, the tangled messes, the mismatched earrings, incomplete coin collections, broken watches, or you can sell used or vintage jewelry as well. Whatever it is, don't go to the internet and social media. David Ellis Jewelry is a name we've trusted for 40 years. Now on 3rd and Clayton, in Cherry Creek, look for the black awning. Give them a call. Sell your stuff to someone honest. 303-322-8779, 322-8779. Yeah.
Terrible.
So, but what if you have 2 accounts with?
I mean, I watched all 7 rounds, okay, of the frickin' draft, and we didn't
What
get
is
shit.
considered an account holder?
It's gonna be really, really unfortunate when we lose to the frickin' Lions. The Lions. And we're probably gonna lose to the Bears. And I'm gonna have to like just sit there and take it, you know, and just shut up about it.
Can you start early on that?
No. I'm still too mad about it. You just gotta let me vent. I gave you a gift card, okay? Let me vent.
I was just asking when the shutting up is going to start. I wasn't being mean.
I'm just telling you, I need to vent a little bit.
And as a Detroit Lions guy.
I don't need 2 of you, all right, in my life.
That's how we come.
It's really kind of unfortunate. The only thing going for me right now is that the Tigers suck. Oh.
If it didn't go, I can show Dragon where I saved it.
On at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. By the way, Denver Regenerative Medicine is the only clinic that uses stem cells, your own stem cells, to regrow your hair. It can increase in density by 30%. It's a 2-hour procedure. They also use PRP along with their stem cells. Here's another thing they do. On receding hairlines or bald spots, they can actually do transplants. So they do both. They do both the follicle transplants and stem cell, whatever you need. A free consultation, denverregen.com. Denver Regenerative Medicine. Talk to a doctor free, 833-STEM-GEN. 833-STEM-GEN. So Gary has an issue with concrete work. He says it looks like crap. Okay, what are they going to do about it? You paid how much for this?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, you haven't paid yet. Good. Nothing. So they didn't ask for money up front.
No, I mean, I pay for the job. It's been done.
That's what I just asked. What did you pay, sir?
I think I paid, I want to say $4,500.
Okay.
$5,000. I don't have the invoice in front of me.
That's pretty cheap, but for depending on how much. Okay, so right now, what do they say they're going to do?
Nothing.
Nothing. What do they say? Do they say it looks good?
No, they say it doesn't look good. They said it must have been something of my fault. I don't live there. It's a tenant-occupied property.
Okay, when did you have it done?
First week of October of last year.
Oh, okay. Poured in October of 22. Okay.
Right.
And they say it's your fault.
Well,
how long did it take for the driveway to look like crap?
Probably about a month.
Okay, when you say looking like crap a month later, what do they mean?
I call it, looks like, Tom, like it's a scaling. It's just chipping off the top of it. It's like the scales, if that's the proper term.
Yeah, they call it spalling, I think. But, okay.
Yeah.
And where are you located in general, this rental property?
It's in a Smoky Hill subdivision in Centennial. That's east of Cherry Creek Reservoir, about 3 miles.
Okay. Okay, so here's the deal, man. You know, and I had this discussion with LEM Landscaping last week, and he says, yes, Tom, I charge more, and there's a reason for it, because I guarantee everything, and I always make it perfect. We had a discussion about pricing, okay? I'd love Bob to tell us what's wrong with this job. I know he's probably listening. I hope he is. But this would be a good thing, another lesson. So I'll bet you this guy was one of the cheapest bids, right?
No, that's not correct. In fact, I'm trying to look it up here. I think it came to $5,300.
How many? How many square feet, bro? How many square feet?
Well, yeah, I apologize, Tom. I don't have that with me. It's probably 23 feet by 18 feet.
23, and then plus the porch, right? Did they break out each job?
Yeah, they did it all at once.
No, but did they break out, did they break out the driveway, which is...
No, I don't believe so. I'm trying to find the invoice, and I don't believe so.
How much was how many, and, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm hoping Bob will go look at it and see what's wrong with it, but here's the problem, okay? Let me just give it to you straight.
Sure.
When you have a schlock company, you're not going to get anything. They don't have the money. They don't have the manpower. If you sue them in small claims court, let's say the whole job is botched or the driveway, and we put a price on it, and you sue them in small claims court, and you get a judgment, they're going to dissolve and start another company. That's what's going to happen. Now, we can try calling, and I want to call this. I'm going to give this to Deputy Doc right here to call over there and talk to them and see why they won't come back and at least look at it. Did they look at it?
Yeah, he did look at it.
Well, that's different. We'll get his opinion on why he thinks it's your fault, okay? I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Stick around.
In this week's Marketers...
Hey, Kelly, let's give this to Deputy Doc. Give him the... He's going to call him right now.
Can you put him on hold?
Schwald.
Gary,
Mark.
What's your phone number?
God, I got to frickin' Mark talk to Schwald. What's it? S&A? S.A. S.A.
303-906-8363.
Concrete LLC. And it's Santiago Arzola.
And what was
so it's S.A.
Yeah, and what was the number of your contractor?
Yeah. Santiago. He paid $5,300 in October of last year, and it looks like shit.
What's everybody doing? It's quiet.
What do you want?
Hello, hello.
Hello, 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 you.
How come I'm the only one pointing out that Biden's kid is a deadbeat dad as well as everything else he is?
He's a great
kid.
Stop, leave him alone.
What do you mean?
No, what?
Listen, the next time I see him at a rally somewhere, I hope to be there and hold up a sign that says, "When was the last time you were in Dallas?" Remember, that was the stripper's name.
Yep. It's really crazy.
What I don't understand is how they didn't scrape him off years ago, Hunter. Seriously? You know, they could have just loaded up a pipe with something back in the 90s, and he'd be all gone. But he must be serving a purpose for the family. Because he could have gotten a bad line of something long time ago.
Why didn't he?
You're disgusting.
Me? Oh, I have a much worse question for Joe. You must be upset that the good kid died.
You would say that?
Good afternoon. Thanks
I'd
so much
ask
for
him.
calling the Tom Martino Show.
Would
How
you
can I help
trade? Would you trade Hunter for Bo right now?
Oh, really?
Oh my God! No way.
Probably. I don't know what the deal is. It's probably our phones. All right, hang on for me, Joe.
He was a good guy here, Bo.
Yeah.
Bo was a good guy.
Yep.
That's what we hear.
Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
Shannon.
How may I help
Can
you?
you please put a trouble ticket in for Mr. Dom? Because this happened on Friday.
What, are we losing Joe?
Yeah, we're losing basically 6, 7, and 8 keep just dropping.
Okay.
Spontaneously.
Done.
Which normally would be okay.
It'd be normal.
But, you know.
We got stuff we're trying to do.
And also, that computer in there really needs to be
taken out back and shot.
Yeah. Can I do it? Can I bring the NIMEL and just do it myself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked Dom on Thursday if I could just buy one and donate it.
God, I got so much shit on Mondays.
And he said, no, that's not the way it works.
Okay, I gotta ship this.
By the way, that's no joke. Do you know how much Adam paid for eggs? So we haven't bought eggs in a while.
Okay.
$11.
Oh, man.
For a freaking 18-pack of eggs.
Where are you buying eggs?
King Supers.
Oh.
Oh, well, God, go to Sam's Club. They're $5 for 24.
It's freaking $11. Mark, I mean...
Are you sure they're chicken eggs? They're not human eggs or some
they're not
horrible thing from...
human eggs, Shannon.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
What? I don't know what you kids do.
That's why you got to be a meatitarian.
Well, yeah. Eggs are protein.
I'm on carbs now. That sucks.
Eggs are protein. Don't get me started on the 10 pounds of bacon I have to cook every week.
I love bacon.
Every man loves bacon. I don't get the...
I love sausage. I love bacon.
I love that eggs are behind plexiglass at my Walmart. Although, what I don't understand is why are the adult products behind plexiglass at a Walmart?
Like Tampax?
You know, well, no, and condoms and other stuff. I mean, we want most of the people, covering up. Quit making them call for assistance.
Oh, man. Both of them dropped. Okay.
Assistance to the Family Planning Center.
Beautiful.
Assistance to the Family Planning Center.
Family planning. Screw this. Nobody's coming. I'm just going to go over and get some lard.
No, everybody just hung up.
Oh. Or did we lose them again? Lost everybody.
I get more people wanting to know about Euro plumbing lately than any other advertiser.
Did you say
crazy?
Tom's year-old plumbing? Oh, Euro plumbing, yes.
Hey, write that down, Shannon, for my lawsuit against you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having all of your bastards in court.
Everybody's asking about your old plumbing, Tom. Hey, that's funny. I have to remember that.
Do you want me to throw something at him? I can.
Okay. No. Then I can be fired by proxy for violence. Does he have a lanyard on?
Oh, that was good. There's a shot.
It's probably our phone.
Quick shout out to the Sheik of Cherry Creek.
They'll be with you momentarily, okay? Hold on. I mean, they'll ask you some pointed questions, and just let them know, okay, what's going on with your dental issues, okay? Hold on.
Who, me?
Okay, actually make that trouble ticket for all lines because they're just surreptitiously.
Hey, Kelly, do you have John Fuller coming on?
Yeah.
For what?
Okay. Reach out because it's coming up.
What? Oh, that.
Is 120.
Yeah, he has.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe where we are solving your problems, answering your questions, taking your complaints, making life a little easier. And I've been doing this for many, many years, and I've come to love what we do because of the results we get. Now, we can't get results on every single call, but man, do we come close. Recovering hundreds of millions of dollars for people. I mean, it's really nice to not just talk about stuff and bitch about stuff and moan about stuff, but being able to affect change, getting money back, or putting someone out of business who should be out of business. And I mean that. I don't mind it if they're ugly and bad. I updated Sleaze Brigade, S-L-E-A-Z-E Brigade, B-R-I-G-A-D-E. I updated sleazebrigade.com with some new members, but every day it seems like we got to get more. So, Mark, without going too far, by the way, let me first tell you about this hair procedure. Denver Regen is doing a hair procedure. You can talk to a stem cell doc, 833-STEM-GEN. They use real stem cells. That's what I want to tell you. Real stem cells for your hair plus transplants. It's a combo. The only clinic that does that, whatever you need. So, Mark, let's talk about what you found out at this contractor you called, Schwald. Apparently, Lori paid Schwald Builders, Sean Schwald and Company, about 13 and 8. So she's paid them a lot of money, over 20 grand. What happened?
Well, I talked to the owner. He knew who she was.
They just demoed, did nothing else. Okay. He says they're still on the job?
Yeah, he says they're still on the job. He wanted Kelly to reach right out. So we instructed her to call up and then come back and give us some feedback on it. But he's acting like everything's cool and they're doing the job. And
let's get her. I don't understand that. He didn't even know there was a problem.
He said, I don't understand why she didn't call me, but let's find out.
Yeah, let's get her back. Let's get her back on.
He could have been blowing smoke. I don't know.
Right. What was your gut, though, Mark? You got a good gut.
He was blowing smoke.
Oh, okay. Jen,
total gut feeling. That could be wrong.
Jen, what's going on?
Well, I have dental implants, and I've been working on getting these dental implants.
When did you have them done?
I started the process of having them done at, I believe it was the end of 2019 or the beginning of 2020. I had surgery to remove all my teeth and place the posts for the implant.
Okay, so there's different kinds of implants. Are these implants that hold dentures, or are these individual implants you're having done?
These are implants that hold dentures.
Okay, so how many were you going to have?
I have the top and the bottom.
Well, how many implants? Did you have 2 implants on the 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom?
No, it's a whole set on the top.
No, I get that, dear. I get that. An implant is
So
not
you have one on the top, one on the bottom.
Okay, Jen, let me ask this again. This is important.
Okay.
The dentures are all your teeth. I get it. You got a top set and a bottom set. I get that part now. But when you talk about implants, they go over what are called anchors, right? Or that's what you're calling the implants. Right. All right. And these will be non-removable, is that right?
Right.
Okay. How many of those steel anchors or whatever they put in there, how many anchors did you have implanted?
Originally, I think I had 7, but they were put in the wrong places, so they had to be removed and replaced.
Whoa, how many then? 7 doesn't sound right to me, but so I don't care. Keep going. What happened then? I mean, this is just too hard to get information because I want to know, are they all going bad? What's going bad? Tell me the problem. What's going bad? Because malpractice is a very specific claim above and beyond anything normal. So let's talk about what went wrong.
What went wrong is the dentist that originally did the prosthetics, the teeth.
They're called, okay, that's called your dentures or restorations. So the implants hold the teeth are put over the implant. So what happened? Are you having problem with the anchors or the implants, or are you having problems with what they call the restoration of the tooth?
I'm having problems with the anchors and with the implants. Well, I had problems with the anchors and with the implants, and I had to have the implants taken out and replaced, and I had to have the teeth.
Why did the implants have to be removed?
Because they were in the wrong place, and my teeth were falling out and cracking. And,
okay. Did they do that? Did they charge you for both of them, or did they do the redo free?
The original dentist who did the teeth gave me a refund, but I spent an additional $60,000 to have a different dentist redo my teeth and redo the post or
the implants.
The implants, yeah.
Okay, so hold on. The original dentist. Okay, let's talk about him. That original dentist pulled your teeth, right?
That's the original oral surgeon.
That original oral surgeon pulled your teeth, right?
Yes, and put in the post.
In the wrong place?
Yes.
Did that original oral surgeon give you a refund?
No.
Okay. Then the guy that made your teeth after that original oral surgeon, he gave you the refund.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
But he didn't do anything wrong, really. Okay, so...
Yes, he did. He didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
He could not...
Got it, Jen. Jen, so who are you going after, Jen? Who are you going after?
I am going after both the original dentist and the original oral surgeon.
So the original dentist that gave you a refund, you're going after him?
Yeah, he still... I mean, I suffered for 2 years with broken... I mean, I probably was in his office 20 times with broken teeth, or the implant came, the teeth came out, or just one problem after another for 2 years.
Jen,
and you finally
did you finally get everything worked out with another dentist?
I'm almost finished, but
is it good? Is it good now though? Is it all corrected?
Yes.
Okay.
It's great. I've had absolutely no problem.
Good. So, if you had to sum up your losses would amount to about $60,000 in extra money plus 2 years of suffering.
Yes.
Okay.
And 5 additional surgeries to remove with anesthesia to remove the.
But that's included. That's included in your $60,000, right?
Yes.
And in your 2 years of misery, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I want to explain a couple things. And Jen, God, I wish things were different. I wish there was a ministry of fairness where you could go. I'm predicting, or not predicting. I am saying that you're having a problem getting an attorney to take this. Isn't that right?
Well, my understanding is there are only 2 dental attorneys in Denver. One has a conflict of interest, and the other one is just not taking new cases.
Okay.
So what I was wondering if you...
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something, okay? If you had a good case, they would take your case. The problem is sometimes it's too difficult to... There's not enough loss, or you had bad teeth to begin with, and there's so many factors that make it difficult. But I want to ask John Fuller, because he's up for his commercial, and I want to ask him something. John, I know you don't handle dental malpractice, but could you weigh in on malpractice in general and what makes it difficult?
Well, sure, Tom. Thanks, and good morning. Here's the bottom line. In Colorado, we have a statute that says that before you're even able to file a lawsuit, you have to have another doctor on board that states that the first doctor was operating, at less than the standard of care. I mean, you have to have a retained expert that will point the finger at the other doc and say, nope, that guy's the bad guy that committed the malpractice. That alone is very difficult, not to mention the fact that we've got one major malpractice insurer in Colorado that strongly disincentivizes their own members from participating in that. So as a result, you end up having to go out of state to find these experts, and it's incredibly expensive to get somebody on board to even really see if you have a case. And the consequence of not having that professional is your case just gets dismissed out of hand and you lose. And you're even subject to
there's a 3-year statute of limitations from the time it happened, not from the time you discovered it.
It's a 2-year statute of limitations from when you knew or should have known.
Oh, I thought it was 3. I'm sorry.
Of the consequence.
I thought medical Okay, jeez.
No.
And, boy, this is giving out wrong information on here. I'm sorry. Okay, keep going, John. I'm sorry.
It's just a very difficult hurdle. You have to have, significant and demonstrable damages. You have to have clear liability, and you have to have a doctor on board that will establish the standard of care.
Well, hers has been beyond 2 years. In Colorado, yeah, you're right. You know what? There are 2 different... I can't believe this, John. I found 2 different websites. One said 3 years. This one says 2 years. And then the state... Yeah, you're right. 2 years. Of course you are. But here's what they say, okay? That's 2 years from the time it happened, right?
Well, it's 2 years from when it happened or when you or first made aware of it. It's knew or should have known. So, you could have had, say, for instance, a sponge left inside of you from surgery and not find out about it for 6 months down the road. The day that you find out about it, that's when the clock starts ticking for the 2 years.
Go ahead quickly.
Hey, John?
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't the dentist who finally did the correct procedure, if he was willing to testify,
well, of course,
that would satisfy the first condition, correct?
Yeah,
I'm quite sure that he would be willing to testify.
You say you're quite sure? Did you ask him?
I have talked to him about it. He is a professor of dentistry.
But here's what you have to ask specifically, Jen, before you even go to the next step. Are you willing to go on record to say this was malpractice, dental malpractice? And if he hesitates at all, you can't do it. He's going to have to go on record. Okay. Then you have to have your damages lined up. And you said, $60,000, even if you called it $70,000 or $100,000, and then you had 2 years of misery. The problem is, again, with limited misery, I hate putting it that way. Hold on a second, because I do have to take a break. Medical malpractice makes us sound...
There's no money involved.
That's
here.
right.
There's not enough money.
There is no money. That's why they're telling her things like, well, I don't take any new cases. That's BS, okay? That there's no such thing as an attorney that doesn't take new cases, okay? It means you don't have the case he wants. So I say, when you have a good malpractice case is when you get an attorney to take it. That's when you have one. John, wouldn't you agree to that?
There's a lot of truth to that statement.
Yes, yes. So, Jen, you're going to have an uphill battle. And the question is, we don't know anyone who does it. And that's the problem. We don't know anyone. And the ones that do it, if you're getting turned down, they always give an excuse. They never say to you, never, you don't have a good case. They say, we're not taking new cases, we're too busy, this or that or the other thing. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255. Okay, listen, I want to take these other two spots before I take John because of how we did this.
Let's fix that.
I'm following you.
Your concrete and remove those trip hazards. Advanced Mudjacking, 303-424-9441. AdvancedMudjacking@yahoo.com.
All right, let's talk about something I love talking about, and that's great deals on water heaters. Euro Plumbing, Colorado.net, the best prices, okay, on any water heater. Of course, he throws these out to advertise. The one for $12.99, 40-gallon tank fully installed, the old one taken out, taken away. And that's new gas line, new flex gas line, new water lines. 50-gallon tanks, $13.99. Here's the good news. Any size, he'll beat the price. Euro Plumbing, Colorado.net, 303-668-6844, 668-6844. Now let's talk about window coverings made in the shade. I love the name of Made in the Shade because it really tells you everything. You are made in the shade because you don't have a lot to do. You call them, they come and measure and estimate free. They order it free with your design helper. Okay, then when you pay for these, they install them in-house with their in-house installers and guarantee everything, all the major brands. They can meet most budgets. Why would you ever try to do this alone or get a people who use a bunch of subcontractors? You need Made in the Shade, 720-458-6566, and they're on referralist.com. All right, you just heard from John Fuller. He's our go-to expert when it comes to any kind of personal injury. Of course, he specializes in automobile accidents, traffic accidents, pedestrian, automobile, motorcycle, trucks. Here's the thing, though. We always say one of the hallmarks of John is that he talks to you right up front, and you don't get lost in the shuffle of a big firm. Explain what that means, John. What's out there?
Hey, I just had a gal call me this morning, and she was, she was calling about a family member, and she had her family member had hired one of these big firms, and she just got a letter last week stating, we missed a deadline, a critical deadline. Unfortunately, you don't have a case anymore. We're going to go ahead and close the file. She's been on 3 different attorneys to get to this point. I mean, 3 different attorneys. Imagine that. You go in, first off, when you hire one of these big firms, you never really get to select the attorney. It's not like you interview all 45 and decide on the one you like. They assign somebody to you. And if that guy leaves or gal leaves, they assign another one to you. And if that one leaves, they assign another one to you. So listen, at my firm, you get me. You get me and you get my team. And that's all you got. We're that's for you. Yeah. We're accessible. You've got my phone number. I mean, you're hiring the people that are actually going to be working on your case and that are going to be beside you for the duration of this process. Isn't that a better idea when you're contemplating these different firms?
In my opinion, it's the only way to go, really, John. I mean, these other people, some of them just pick the cases that will give them the advertising copy. I'm serious,
right.
And the thing is each and every client is treated with dignity, with personalized attention. My accident lawyer. That's why he calls himself that. myaccidentlawyer.co. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500.
Keep our schedule full? Seasonal incentives? Oh, yeah. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Home Improvements. Now is
Oh, my God. I forgot my salsa. Do you think
the good guy will do? Do you think the first guy will do that? I think that.
Technically, yes, but really.
Have you ever been asked?
I did. I forgot my salsa to go with the half of
I have
my
paste
bird.
picante.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, is it? Well,
that'll work.
You can choose the area. I'm happy to help you. You I like.
You want it?
I meant to bring.
I get it.
I do a mixture of I like Herdez, the salsa roja and the salsa verde.
This is big. This is big time. I'm getting a call from the president of the egg producers of Colorado. He just called and then hung up on me. I don't know why.
How do you know it's him?
Oh, because we talk to him all the time on KOA. Bill Scheib, S-C-E-B-B-I. Chevy.
Is it because of your comments online that you made?
No, we had him on this morning on KOA talking about egg prices finally coming down a hair.
Because I paid $11 for mine, so they're not coming down that
You're
much.
getting like platypus eggs or something, you fancy.
No, I did not.
You bougie like that.
I'm not bougie.
Some sort of extinct thing.
Oh my God.
She exclusively eats dodo bird eggs.
I do not eat dodo bird eggs.
Mm-hmm. California condor for me. Thank you.
No.
Great
Neither that.
with that. Wait, say it again.
Are you guys done with Jen?
Yeah.
Did she talk to the owner?
No, wait. Are we talking about the woman with the teeth?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dental.
I'm sorry.
The dental malpractice.
Tell her we are done with her.
Yep, done.
Did you get that?
Okay, that's about all we can do. Thank
Tell
you
her
so much
we
for
are
calling.
done with her.
Appreciate it.
With my
Okay.
8 remaining teeth, I
Bye-bye.
could just talk normally and sound like that. Oh, here we go.
K-How.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. You know, in all my years, with every inquiry we've had about malpractice, how many do you think went on to be actual malpractice? In 45 years. Now, not all the calls. 2 of them.
0.0.
No, 2 of them. 2 of them. And I'm telling you, it is so difficult. But there were 2 really good cases. The problem is limited damages do not, it's unfortunate, but if you were in pain for a year, now it's worth something, yes. But to go after that, I wish there was a way or having some medium help for just small problems where healthcare providers screwed up. Anyway, Tamara, what's going on with consumer?
Yeah.
What's going on with consumer cellular?
Yeah, let's see. Back in February, I started out with a bill of $40.82.
$40, okay.
I didn't pay it on the 3rd. I'm sorry?
Well, you mean, is this your regular monthly?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
There's no contract.
Got it.
Uh-huh. But I've had them for over 8 years.
Okay, got it.
So, on the 3rd, it was supposed to be paid. I didn't pay it because I didn't get my check yet. I get it on the 3rd. I'm on disability.
Okay. So was this the first time you were late, Tamara?
In maybe 6 or 8 months, yes.
Okay. All right, so you were late, and what happened?
Okay, so then they tried to pull an automatic payment on the 16th, and I did not authorize it.
Do you normally pay by an ACH that way? Do you normally do that?
No.
You don't? How do you, then how did they even get access to your account if you don't normally do that?
They had my routing number.
Really? And they did it. Hold on. You have never paid that way before, and they just went ahead and did it?
Well, they did have it before because that's how the information, but they did not have it authorized to pull it.
So did you used to go in every month and authorize it? Is that how you did it?
Not every month, occasionally.
And what did you do when you didn't do that? You sent them a check?
Debit card.
Okay, so you were late 1 month, and they tried to pull an auto, and what happened?
Okay, so of course the money wasn't there. So what happens is the bank charges me a fee,
right,
and then Consumer Cellular charged me a fee, and of course now by this time I can't even remotely get to the payment. And so now, 3 months later, what turned into a $40.82 payment, now they're saying I owe them $140.03. They shut my phone off in February. They don't own the phone. I own the phone, and they shut it off when they didn't get payment.
Well, that's normal. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that part. But what's not normal is they tried to take an ACH when you didn't have the money available. So,
correct.
What is you would have been charged a late charge anyway. What would that late charge have been? No matter what, you owe that. What is that late charge?
$25.
So then it would have been a $65 bill. But then I want to know how it got to where it is. You got a $65 bill, $25 late fee and around $40 for your bill. How much did your bank charge you?
My bank charged me $26.75.
So then that brings it up to 80-something. How did he get more?
And they charged me a late fee.
Well, that's the $25 you talked about.
Yeah, the 25 late fee.
Okay, 25 and 40 is 65, and add another 25 to that or whatever. How are you getting to 100 and something? How are you doing that?
Well, I don't know. That's what I want to know.
Where is the bill?
I'm looking at it.
Good.
And
take a picture of it and send it to us. I need to know how it got to be. What is it? What's the total bill right now?
$140.03.
I don't know how it got there. But I would be happy to put someone on it to help you, but I'd like to see the bill. I mean, I'd like to see what you're being charged for. It has to have a line by line.
Let's give it to Deputy Dollar.
Let's give it to Deputy Dollar for sure, but we need to get a copy of that bill.
Okay.
Now, the late fee, maybe Consumer Cellular also has a bill for bouncing or something. I don't know. But did you talk to anyone at Consumer Cellular and say flat out, you should not have charged me without authorization?
Yes, I did. And
what did they say?
They said that they would maybe reinstate the account and waive the $25 fee, but then I would incur the $15.82 as a late fee. So it kind of canceled each other out. So I don't know where we are right now.
All right, we need someone to help you, okay? Apparently, there's a problem here, okay? There's a problem here with communication, because I'm very confused. You said a $15 late fee before you said $25. Send us a copy of the bill. Let's give this to Deputy Dollar. We have somebody that can help you out, and we'll see what happens. 303-713-8255. It's the only thing we can do. Let's just take a look at why she's being billed and how it's being done, and let's get that taken care of if we can. 303-713-TALK. Compass Insurance Group, by the way, free insurance checkups. Call. They take an objective look to make sure you're not underinsured or overinsured or paying too much. 303-996-9000. And Ideal Home Loans is still doing loans. And they have the interest rate guarantee. Think about this. No matter what happens, they will, when rates go down, refinance you free of charge. IdealHomeLoans.com. 303-996. That's 303-710. I got two of them mixed up. Ideal Home Loans, 303-867-7000. Thank you.
All right.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's my fault. I'm an idiot.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by
Okay.
Wendy's
Well, let's talk
$3
about
breakfast
that.
deal.
Drivers can expect a fairly typical commute throughout the Denver Metro for the 11 o'clock hour. I-25 north and southbound showing intended highway speeds into and out of the downtown area. Northeast of there to Commerce City, I-270 westbound. Regular congestion between I-70 and Vasquez. Looking at speeds in the 30s and 40s. Further east and leaving the airport, Pena Boulevard southbound slow between Tower Road and I-70. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies out there. Highs in the mid-70s this afternoon. That's a trend we'll see for the rest of the week. Overnight low of 43 degrees. Tomorrow, chance of thunderstorms with a high of 74. The current temperature in Denver is 60 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 K-House.
Wendy's $3 breakfast deal is your choice of bacon or sausage, egg and Swiss croissant, plus a small seasoned potatoes for just $3. Break your morning routine and get your $3 breakfast deal today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Someone says, hey, do you talk about Excel Roofing the way you do because Jay Bretz is a friend of yours and his kids grew up with your kids? And I say, yeah, that's part of it, for sure. I know him as a person. But I knew him as a roofer first. And I knew this is the kind of guy that I would want to run any company. No money ever up front until the job is completely done. He likes to say we don't take a cent until you're content. Let me tell you the other part. Excellent work and a complete repair division. You know how many roofers don't like doing that? They just want to wait for the big insurance job. Plus, they do retail sales, meaning if you have to do your roof and it's not an insurance job, they do great deals. They have a cleaning division for your gutters and special deals for the elderly on that. 303-761-6400. That's Excel as in excellent. E-X-C-E-L. ExcelRoofing.com. Run by the family. 303-761-6400.
With everyone...
You make him sound like the Godfather.
Hey, run by the family.
Me, the family.
Hey, how much time do I have here?
4 minutes.
4?
4.
All right.
Poop twice.
Do you want coffee?
No, I'm good. Mark, are you ready for when Tom mistimes this and is gone 6 minutes?
I had to make bacon after Kelly was talking about it.
That better not be a euphemism.
No carbs, baby. That means a lot of bacon in this house.
All right. And I'm sure you're saving the grease for a very legitimate reason.
I had to make so much bacon this weekend, I don't even want to talk about it.
For what?
For my husband. That's all
Is he no carbon?
He could sit down and eat a pound of bacon in a sitting. It's quite disgusting.
I can drink a gallon of milk a week.
When my son's home, it's really kind of gross. The two of them can annihilate easily 2 pounds of bacon between the two of them.
Hey, Tom.
He's still making coffee. Or pooping or something.
Holy moly.
Self-serve milk is something I miss from Sweet Tomatoes. Loved that place too. Gosh darn it.
Hi, this is Kelly. I'm calling from the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show, and you had left us a voicemail. What are you watching?
Well, you don't eat anymore. Tell me what's going on. You don't eat.
Ouch. Fuck.
Yeah?
My elbow.
Somebody,
I'm beating the shit
somebody
out of
calling?
myself, like, right
Kachina.
She's in here thrashing around. Oh, here we go.
An iHeartRadio station.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So, become the banker is an interesting concept, but somebody asked me a question. When you have this account and you have this life insurance, and then you have this account and you overfund it, I want you to listen to this, folks, because it's something you can get into for as little as a couple $100 a month. As you overfund this life insurance policy, it grows tax-free. They say deferred, but if you do it your way, it's tax-free. Which means, let's just say you let it grow and grow and grow. You actually can make it grow bigger if you borrow from it. Like, say you want to do a car loan. You can borrow your own money. Let's say you start one on your kid. He turns 16 and wants to buy a car. He can borrow from himself. Your kid, well, I say your kid, Jordan, he's not a kid anymore. He did it. And when you pay it back, who sets that interest rate? Because I always say, pay yourself more interest on purpose so you can sock away more money, because then that interest becomes part of that cash-free account. But, Joe, who sets the interest rate? Like, if I want to loan myself money to buy something right now out of my account, can I set the rate at anything I want? Of course not, right?
Well, no, Tom. The interest rate actually is set by the life insurance company. It is 4.7.
No, that's what they're charging. No, that's what they charge me. I'm asking, right. Can I charge more so I can shelter more money?
Well, absolutely. I just had a client that came all the way from Kansas to see me a week ago, and he borrowed money to pay his tax bill. He's a farmer.
Yeah.
And he borrowed money from his Become the Banker policy, took the money out and paid the IRS, and now he's paying himself back, and he's paying himself back at a higher interest rate than what the company is actually charging. In fact, he wants to pay $2,000 more per year. So you can do anything you want.
But Joe, here's what I'm asking.
You can pay whatever you like.
Well, I don't know if that's what this person wants to know. If I go to get a car, I can't charge myself 24% interest, and that would be 20% above what the Become the Bankers charge me, which would put 20% more in my account, but of that money. But you can't just set any rate, can you?
Well, you can, because the policy is flexible enough to accept monies into the policy in any amounts.
Would the IRS question me? Would anyone question me and say, wait a minute, you're charging yourself way more than a bank would?
No, not at all, because, the policies are built on a death benefit. So the higher the death benefit is, Tom, on the policy, the more money, the more premiums you can put in. In the case of the farmer that I was telling you about, he has over $600,000 of term insurance death benefit.
Right.
Now, he wants to put $2,000 a year more than what the company's charging him.
Okay.
So he can use the $2,000 to actually convert that term into cash value.
Of course. Yeah. So,
hey, Tom, you know what Joe's going to be doing on the 25th of this month?
Well, I better know, because doesn't it involve me?
Yeah, in fact, both of us, we're both going to be out there, but it's an educational, I love this. They're going to have accountants there. They're going to have people that are, they know everything about Medicare. They're going to have people out there that can explain what we're talking about right now. They're going to have people that can explain different annuities. Joe, what else are you going to have? It sounds incredible.
My gosh, most people don't know that we also have a school. We teach financial planners their continuing education. So we believe in education, and we believe in bringing clarity to the consumer. So we're going to have a fantastic educational seminar on May 25th. And we're going to have CPAs, like you said, Mark. We're going to have a Social Security expert, long-term care, mortgage experts. And we're going to have, we're going to just inundate people with education. And this is what really people need today.
Yeah, so Joe, if I'm there and I could ask you a question like, hey, if I have, $100,000 in a IRA or something, and I took that out and I want that paycheck for life, what exactly would it look like? Or if I've got a small child and I want to do what you did with Jordan, this become the banker thing, but I can only afford $300 a month, you're going to show what that's going to look like in 20 years. And then the other thing I don't want anybody to miss, and he said it very quickly, and I kind of like Joe for this, he doesn't pat himself on the back too much, but if you have a financial advisor in Colorado, there's a good chance Joe was the guy that taught him and either failed or passed him on a lot of these state exams.
Yeah, he teaches the course.
That's right.
Joe, how long does it take to become a financial advisor?
Well, it just depends. I mean, you can actually, take maybe as little as a life insurance agent can become an agent.
No, to pass the test. I mean, do they require a certain number of hours?
Probably 50 hours. That's what the state of Colorado requires.
And you teach the course,
to get
right?
a license to sell insurance. We teach the course, but we also teach. This is really important, Tom. What they call continuing education, just like a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse. All the professionals have to have continuing education every 2 years. So we are sanctioned by the state of Colorado to teach continuing education to financial planners, stockbrokers, CPAs, insurance people. We've been doing this since 1992.
But, Joe,
like Mark said, more than likely.
Yeah, more than likely you taught one of the ones, at least a course or two that we use. So I have another question, and that is, and this is really important. In fact, I don't want you to answer it right now because I want to take a break, but I call certain financial advisors one-trick ponies. Now, I don't mean that, by the way, and I'm serious when I say this. I don't mean that as an insult. What I mean that is that they have something they specialize in, and they push it. You have become the banker. You have annuities. Do you have anything else, or are those your main tools? And is there anything wrong with that? If you found 2 tools that work and you stick to them, that's fine. And if you don't do Ameritrade accounts and advise people on those, that's fine too. Again, I need to know some of this stuff because I'm getting the questions. 303-713-8255.
I hit it, but it didn't go.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Colorado 811. Call before you dig.
A standard drive throughout the Denver Metro to close out the 11 o'clock hour. I-25 north and southbound roads, we're seeing intended highway speeds into and out of the downtown area. Up on the northeast end of town, I-270 westbound regular congestion continues between I-70 and Vasquez. Further east and leaving the airport, Pena Boulevard southbound, we are seeing some slow traffic for folks leaving DIA between Tower Road and 56th. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies out there today. Highs in the 70s. We're going to see that trend continue throughout the rest of the week. We are also seeing clouds throughout the rest of the week with chance of scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. The current temperature in Denver is 60 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
April is National Safe Digging Month. Every project starts with a plan. And if your plan includes digging, contact Colorado 811 first. It's fast, free, and it's the law. Always contact Colorado 811 before you dig.
My turn to tell you about Fix It 24/7. The website is fixmyhome.com. Now, I know the owner of this place personally, too. In fact, he's branching out all over because he has such a great plan, and that is treat people with respect. $39 people. That's what they get for you have a tech at your home for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains for just $39. Okay, that's the call. But you even get that back. It's credited if you have the repair done. But that's all you have to risk, to have someone who is licensed, insured, and bonded to tell you what's wrong no matter how long it takes. And let me tell you something. You can always decide not to have it done, but most people want to have it done because once they meet them, they like them. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3333. $39.39.
This is Steve here with Polestar.
What's she need to do?
She wants a medical malpractice attorney, but that's such a, like I said, a nebulous universe. I don't know
Yeah,
how
we
to help
we just had one of those things. Bye. We're good.
No, but she was crying.
I know, I'm sure.
So, I mean, I feel bad.
Well, yeah. Gotta talk to the boys.
I promise. It's not my fault.
No, we can make it your fault.
No, you're always going to make it my fault.
Who is he talking to?
Who, Tom?
Yeah.
Well, he's not here, so I don't know.
Oh, Doc. It's Doc. He's afraid to put Doc on camera.
I was a little thrown off by what Doc said Friday when the pizza got here.
What do you say?
Smells like my waiting room. Nothing? It's kind of funny. This is a good one I hope we get soon. An Oregon bill would let homeless sue if they have been displaced.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a good one.
It is what it is.
What is it, Mark?
It is what it is.
Thank you. I do kind of hate that phrase. It is what it is.
What's this sex abuse charge with Aerosmith?
It had to be awesome.
Ryan's back.
I didn't even hear about it until I'm reading this.
I'm so happy. I've never been so happy in my life to have a guy back from vacation.
All right.
Seriously.
I understand.
You were the recipient of most of the work, so.
No, but I got fed, so I'm good.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, shoot a poodle! Here we go. Here we.
Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. I want to ask Joe a question, but I want to take Terry, so I'm going to start with Terry and go back to Joe, because I know Joe is leaving and Jordan's coming in. But Terry, quickly here, and I don't mean quick for you, but for us, we want to take care of you. What's going on with your medical equipment?
Hi, can I take this call in here? Okay, I'm going to put these right here. Oh, I can't do that. Hi, I'm just calling. My sister passed away.
Oh.
And I'm trying to get Lynn Care Company to come and pick up the oxygen equipment, and we've called, set time. They
Now,
don't
what's the
call
name of the
back. They
place?
don't.
What's the name of the place?
Lynn Care. I'm in Colorado Springs.
Okay, is that Lynn or Linn?
It's a big deal.
Okay, hold on a second.
Lin.
Let's just get somebody to call down there for you. Hold on, all right? Have they not done it? Have they promised to be there and not done it?
Correct.
Okay, hold on. Let's get Deputy Doc to call down there for them real quick. Okay, hold on, Terry. We'll get your information. Joe Ciano, according to the text, they just want to know, are you limited to annuities and become the banker, which is overfunding life insurance? And I want to make this clear. I don't ask that as a put down, because when you find products that work, you can specialize in them. That's fine with me. I just need to know, as a financial advisor, are those your main deals?
Well, yes, they are, Tom. Right now, I think people need to know that I've been doing this for the last 50 years.
I know that.
1974. I have been a stockbroker. I have been just a regular life insurance agent. I have been even a marketing officer for life insurance companies. Now, through my experience, I know that the stock market is not the place to be at certain times of the economy, just like we're facing right now.
Or not to be with everything, Joe, not to be with everything.
Exactly. So I believe in a couple of, our philosophy is really simple, Tom, and I think you know it. We believe in clarity and certainty. Clarity and certainty. We don't use any products where people can lose money.
Right.
Ian, I mean, people work really hard to make their money. They work really hard to build their retirement accounts, only to do what? To listen to a broker?
Yeah. All right.
Put their money at risk at the stock market? We believe in a couple of strategies, a couple of products that will keep their money safe.
And I believe you. I really do, Joe, and that's why we've been associated for so many years. MyMoneyMyWay.com, 303-779-6600, 779-6600. We have a lot more to talk about, and all you have to do is call with a problem, question, or complaint, or just listen, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. You can also text 57739.
All right, you got it. Do you want me to call him, or is he calling in?
You can always decide.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Just have him call us. Okay, all right. Bye. My knee really hurts from what I'm just beating the crap out of myself today. Good morning. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Show. How can I help you? Okay, before you go any further, I'm having a lot of trouble understanding you. You sound like you're in a hole. Are you talking on a speakerphone? Okay. It's very echoey, but I will try to follow. Okay, so you were using Fix-It 24/7?
not me. I'm not here.
One half of the equation is complete.
Nope. I got time.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. I can. Oh gosh, it is such a clear signal. Okay, what's your name? Hang on. Hang on, doctor. Hang on. Okay. All right. Well, I will certainly pass that along. Well, you can obviously send us a email at help@troubleshooter.com, and we can try to get you something else. Okay.
You guys using access 4?
Okay. Well, I can certainly pass that along. What was your name? Carla? Ellen? Perfect. And what's your phone number? And that's 303-444-3160. I'm not the person to talk to. I really am not the expert on how to fix things. That would be my husband's job. Yeah. Yeah. That would be my husband's job. I will go ahead and pass along your information to Mark, and I'm sure he'll probably give you a call. Okay, no problem. Thanks, Carla. Bye.
Yo, 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 yo. Yeah. No, no.
Works.
Ryan's back! I'm so happy!
Yay, Ryan!
I've never been so happy to see a person home from vacation.
People!
If you want to talk about that Santiago deal.
Yeah.
More hugs! Hugs, not drugs. Yes. Well, I think he's in the other studio, in the Freedom Studio. I saw him walk there a second ago. Bling! All right, 10 seconds there, gentlemen.
Oh no, it's the A team. Oh, sorry.
$1,000 now by listening now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show where we are solving problems, answering questions, and taking complaints. All you have to do is call us, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, where we are here every day, and you can leave a message 24/7 at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Have you noticed that things are shrinking? It's called shrinkage. No, I'm not talking about those using the swimming pool. No. We're talking about shrinkage. Have you noticed shrinkage, Mark? Really, it's a sneaky way of inflating prices. For example, like Bounty paper towels, for example. They used to be a certain number of rolls, right? And then certain plies. They were downsized. So instead of getting 147 sheets, you get 135 sheets. And that may not sound like a lot, but they're saving tons of money. So it's all the way you look at it. And then there's another one on wipes. Used to be 98 wipes or 100 wipes, or now to 90. It's called, Consumer World, this publication, I get this newsletter, I love it. They call it shrinkflation. I think that's what they call it. I just like to call it shrinkage. But it's really happening to a lot of products. Have you noticed it? Okay, let's take Oreo cookies. Now, when you had Oreo cookies, you would have a certain number of cookies, and they've reduced the amount of cookies. How about that one? And then
I found this on the web for a certain number of...
Oh, that's my my computer's talking to me when somehow I triggered it. Anyway, so people have been complaining about like the double stuff is not necessarily double stuff anymore on an Oreo. Then, if you take Dawn dishwashing liquid, they've downsized it so it looks like the same, but it's slightly smaller, and you get less of the product, but it's the same price. So instead of just raising prices, what they've been doing is simply reducing the amount, volume, or weight. So what I'm asking, have you noticed it? Okay. I'm going to give you a very specific on bagels. They used to put 6 in a container. Now they put 5. Same exact price. They don't lie about it on the label. They just do it. The same with ice cream servings in cartons. The same with toothpaste, potato chips, the number of pods in your detergent, and cereals. So it's called shrinkflation, and I didn't make that up. I just took that from Consumer World, and it's a real deal. So it's a way of raising your prices. And I want to know if you've noticed that with anything else. I've noticed with cars, for example. They have been adding technology that sometimes you have to pay a subscription for. I'm going to give you an example in a Tesla. if you want to program your garage door with the Tesla for your house, Mark, did you program your Tesla to open your garage door?
Yeah.
So when you approach it, it opens automatically, right?
Yeah, and then when we leave, it closes.
Right. You have to pay a subscription fee after the introduction of that. You know that, right?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know if my son was singled out, but he has a Tesla, and it's the same technology, and he had a certain period of time where the garage door was opening. Then I get an email saying if you want to continue to have your garage door interface, you have to pay so much a month. Then they have different...
That's interesting. We have not had that.
Wow. So how do you program it? I'm wondering if it is different because it's the Model S. Like, how did you program it? Huh? Is there an app on your car?
The program, they program it. It's simple. You basically hit the button on your garage door opener and then hit the button on the Tesla and it's programmed.
Oh, wait. So you have a hard button. It's not on your screen.
No, it's on the screen.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the one that we encountered...
Or you can use your remote. You can grab your remote.
Right.
And
that's
then
right.
just have it in the car.
Yeah, we programmed it fine. That's what we did, and we used it. But after 90 days, we get an email saying it's going to be $4 a month. And then...
You were mentioning Oreos. You know, Girl Scout cookies, you used to get like 5 or 6 dozen. I don't even know how many you get now. The box has shrunk so much.
Really?
Really? I'm reading about it right
I
here.
haven't had Girl Scout cookies in so long, but I know that everything has done this. Everything has shrunk. I mean, it's a really big deal.
This is going way back. It says in the 1920s, that's when they started selling just sugar cookies door to door. They were 25 cents per dozen. That's crazy. That's going way back, man.
Now listen to this one. Fraudulent letters and emails are now being composed by, guess? AI. Exactly. And they say that they're more convincing, and a lot of people in foreign countries are using it to avoid the English errors because that used to be a dead giveaway. So now they have perfect letters written for scams, and they say more and more people are having a problem distinguishing what's real and what's not. And you generate a scam. All you do is, for example, if you tell one of the AI chats, write a letter from so-and-so telling someone that they are owed a tax refund and telling them to click a link to claim it. Here was the result. I'm serious. It's amazing. We are writing to inform you that our records indicate that you are entitled to a tax refund from HM Revenue and Customs. We understand that receiving a tax refund can be a welcome financial boost, and we are delighted to be able to offer you this refund. To claim your tax refund, simply hit the link and follow the prompts. And please note that this link will take you to an official HMRC website where you, and by the way, that which is nothing, HMRC is all made up, securely claim your tax refund. It is essential to provide accurate, up-to-date information. What moron would use this? But, I mean, would fall for this, but yet people are falling for it.
I mean, it's greed. People want free money.
I mean...
they figure, great, I'm going to get a tax refund, I'll make the call.
I cannot tell you how many times recently I have been told, this is what's crazy, I have been told that I either have a package arriving that needs more information when I know I didn't order it because I cross-referenced, or that I have my Netflix is being turned off because they found some suspicious information or logins, or my Facebook, which I don't proudly, Mark, I have no more Facebook, thank God, no more association to Facebook whatsoever, except, Suze maintains the referral list one, but it's just amazing. But I refuse. Go ahead.
I get these every single day. This is one I got this morning. It says it's from USPS. Your package not delivered due to incorrect address.
Right.
Please
Right.
And then it's so funny that anybody would click on this because the website, I'm going to read it verbatim, m.kaun.jnhh.
I know, it's crazy.
SI.
I know it. I know it. It's nuts. And yet people are doing it.
You know, it's another one. They get. They say that there's been a charge on your Amazon account of X number of dollars. We know this is suspicious. Please call us so that we can take care of this problem and get rid of the charge. So people call because they think that somebody at eBay or Amazon has noticed a false claim.
What do you think, by the way, the top 5 scams are as far as taking money from people? What do you think they are?
Romance?
According to this one FTC study, now this is what's weird. This is a big general one, so I don't understand. It's a imposter scam. Now that can include, by the way, romance. It can include the IRS imposter or an imposter like we just heard from the AI. An imposter scam, they say, is the number one people fall for. Someone calling, claiming to be someone else that they're not. The number 2 scam, online shopping, where people actually order stuff and never get it, and the amounts are small enough that people don't pursue it with vigor.
You know what's a big one in that category is the puppy scam.
That's a big one. You're right. That's
people,
an online, and that is classified.
They get emotionally attached to the picture of a dog that they want to get.
So imposter scams, online shopping. What do you think the next one is? Prizes, sweepstakes, and lotteries. You have won. Okay, this is all of 2022. This is all new stuff, according to a new FTC study. What do you think the 4th one is? Investments. You know, make money, especially crypto. So people are just falling like flies when it comes to this.
You know what else in the prizes that I get a lot of? That people will get a Facebook message from someone who pretends to be a friend of theirs saying that if you...
That's an imposter.
Yeah, if you do so-and-so, you'll get money back. And the reason they believe it is because someone has hacked their friend's account and they think they're getting it from a Facebook friend rather than a stranger.
Now,
do you guys know what the first internet scam was? The
very first internet scam?
Yep, and it was right around 1990.
The Nigerian.
You nailed it. That was the numero uno that got all the...
And I did not Google that, Mark, because back then that's what we were getting. We were getting these emails saying, help me smuggle money out, you know, that, and you get to keep some
I got $5 million, and I'll give you $1 million, but I need a place to put the 4.
So imposter scams, online shopping, prizes 3, investments 4. Number 5, jobs. God, they screw people looking for jobs or business opportunities.
So much of it is
Mark, have you ever almost fallen,
Tom?
Have you almost fallen for a scam ever?
Yeah, I hired a general manager that took me for a quarter.
No, but that's a bad guy. Everyone falls for bad guys and bad girls. But
he's nothing but a dirtbag scammer. He's the same as all of them.
I know, but did you ever fall for something like one of these online things? Have you ever almost said, wait a minute, I better look into this? Ever?
No, not that I recall, no.
Okay. Now, there is a big
How about
fake...
you? I remember walking into the studio one time, and you were freaked out because someone apparently wrote you an email that had a video of you doing something on your laptop that you shouldn't have been doing.
Wait. No, that's what they said they had. They didn't have...
I thought they really had the good
Hell
one.
no. I mean, what would they have found? They would have found me looking at helicopter websites. I mean, here's what they... Mark, listen, I don't want to get into this, young men, but at a certain age... You just can't spare anything extra. So let me get let me get to this thing. Romance scams seem to be really growing. Also, older adults are being targeted. I guess we could have guessed that, right? I
Yeah, grandparent scams. I got a call last week from someone who was petrified that her granddaughter was in an accident in Mexico.
All right, we got to take a break. Okay, Dragon, we will. Otherwise, Dragon's going to take us off the air. We got more coming right up.
The internet can be an all-you-can-eat buffet for identity thieves.
There are no legitimate work-at-home jobs.
Too many maiden names.
you're already an
And
employee.
social security numbers.
Or you know the
find those? By the password bar. Can't miss them.
LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss by monitoring your credit and bank statements.
I get
your
it, bro.
identity.
I get it, yeah.
Right, it's only if you're already an employee.
You're coming up next.
No one can prevent all
You feel
identity
bad.
theft,
Hold on,
but
hold
everyone
on,
can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to lifelock.com.
Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. What can I say about him? First, I want to tell you that Frank does not go by any gimmicks, no guarantees of anything. What he does shows you is his 30-year track record of selling for more money and quicker than the market. He'll also show you a free evaluation of your home for the asking with no ifs, ands, or buts. He'll go over the neighborhood, the size of your home, the style of your home, the comparables, the competition, the supply and demand, the interest rates and inflation and how it affects you, and then what you can buy on the other end. He is a full-service real estate company. It's Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. He's with RE/MAX Alliance. He has a team for selling as well. For buying. If you're looking for a property or selling, he can also help with investment property, or if you're facing a foreclosure. Frank Duran can do it all. When it comes to real estate, think Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
I did it. All me. All right, 10 seconds, guys.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's talk about the things near and dear to your heart and pocketbook. Whatever you need help with, we will do. Remember that it's waterpros.net, too, for the softener of a lifetime, whole house, conditioned, wonderful water under $2,000, fully installed. PaulTheWaterman.com. PaulTheWaterman.com. Hey, Tamara, let's talk about this car dealership, a 2016. What's going on, Tamara?
Well, so I purchased my truck on April 8th.
Okay, it's a used truck, right?
Yes, sir.
A 2016?
Nissan Titan
Okay.
XD. It's a diesel truck. It's a very nice truck.
Yeah, where'd you buy it?
I bought it from Auto Warehouse in Brighton.
Okay, and what's going on with it?
Well, so I purchased it April 8th, and then I decided, you know what, because they had me sign papers, it's not under warranty. And
Yeah,
so
everyone does. It's called as is.
Okay. And so then I got a card in the mail, and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and get a warranty on this truck because it's an expensive truck, right?
How much did it cost you?
The truck, $27,000.
Okay, and what did you have as far as miles on it?
It has now it has like 14,000 miles. I
So
think.
what's going on?
Something like that.
So what kind of warranty did you buy? This was not from the dealer, right? This was from someone else?
No. Yes. So I bought the warranty, and so I called and I said, hey, I had to have the truck towed home. Not 100% sure what's going on.
What's the warranty? What's the name of the warranty?
It is from Motor Vehicle Services.
Okay, and this came through the mail?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Motor Vehicle Services, okay.
Yes, sir. And so whenever I called them, they said, well, we're not responsible for the truck for 30 days or 1,000 miles.
Of course.
And so they said, that's on your dealer. So I called the dealer
it's actually, okay, it's not on your dealer. They're saying it's on your dealer. What they're saying is when you sign up with them, they don't want people signing up with an existing problem. So what they do is they put a waiting period in that. And that's just one of the many reasons you should have never purchased it. How much did you pay for this?
Almost $5,000.
Oh my God!
And I'm making payments. I'm making payments on that warranty. So to open it, to open it was $395, and then for the next 15 months, $295.
Okay, but okay. So anyway, they told you this current thing's not covered because it's within the waiting period, right?
Of the 30 days from buying it from the dealer.
Got it. So then what?
And so I called the dealer, and the dealer's like...
Well, the dealer why'd you call the dealer? Just because this place says the dealer's responsible. Why did you believe that?
Yes. Because I'm not sure
Okay, I get it.
Who else to call?
Tamara, here. You bought a truck as is, right? Then you bought an extended warranty. Two things you did wrong. First, when you bought it as is, you didn't get it checked out completely by an independent party. That's the first problem. The second problem is you bought an extended warranty. No used car extended warranty is worth the money, the paper it's printed on. So you bought an extended warranty through the mail, and you're paying on it. But just because that warranty says, oh, no, we're not covering it for the first 30 days, that's on your dealer. Well, they're full of crap. It's not on your dealer. Okay? It's on you, unless you have a dealer who gave you a 30-day warranty. So I just wanted to spell that right away. I don't want anyone thinking that for the first 30 days a dealer has to warranty a car. They do not have to warranty a car for 30 seconds. So what is the let's get to the problem, though, and try to get you some help. Because the dealer's not going to help you. Unless the dealer, listen carefully, lied to you and covered something up. Then it would be fraud. And every time I say that, without exception, everyone says, yes, that's what it is. But that has to be proven. And I'm not saying you're saying that.
Right.
What's the problem, though, Tamara? Let's talk about the problem.
The problem is that the truck will not go into gear and drive forward. It just, it'll start, but it won't go anywhere. So now it's just, I got it towed to my house. And now
So did you get any kind of diagnostic?
I haven't been able to because I haven't been able to move the truck.
Doggone it. This
yeah.
So you're going to have it towed. Where are you? What part of town?
I'm in Elizabeth, Colorado.
Okay. Well, all right.
And the dealership is in Brighton.
No, the dealership, why would you forget the dealer? The dealer has nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with it. I would cancel the warranty, by the way. I'd cancel it. Honest to God, it's not worth a dime. Just cancel it. They're not going to cover this thing. It doesn't matter. They're not covering it because it happened in the first 30 days. And not that that matters. There would have been another reason they won't cover it. It just
right.
Do
whatever
yourself
it is.
Yeah, just do yourself a favor and cancel it. Now, let's get that truck. We should get it to a shop that can help you. But do you have money? Well, do you have money to pay for a repair?
No, because I put all of my money into the truck.
But you're financing the truck, or did you pay cash?
I'm financing it, but I put a down payment on it, and I pay for the tow.
How much did you put down?
I traded in my truck.
How much did you put down?
$2,000.
And traded in a truck?
And traded in a truck.
What kind of truck?
That was running. It was a 2006 Dodge Ram.
Okay. All right, listen. Other than charity, Tamara, seriously, I mean, we can direct you to a good shop. We can direct you to a good tow company, but none of it's going to be free. It's going to be now I don't know if it's going to be expensive, but the good part is we can direct you to a place that will not lie to you, and they'll tell you the truth and try to fix it and try to be of value to you. That's what you need. I wish we had our mobile services still. We don't have any more mobile diagnostic services available. They went out of business. I mean, they retired, both of them. So we don't have anyone who can go out and check your truck for you at your home. So it doesn't drive at all.
No, sir. It doesn't go forward. It starts, but it doesn't go forward or backwards.
I mean, the transmission is it a manual transmission or automatic?
Automatic.
Okay. That shouldn't be a transmission issue at 114.
I don't think it's a transmission issue.
What do you think it is? Clutch? Well, no, of course it is. What would it be if it's...
So I think, there's an exhaust filter in there. That light did come on.
Hold on a second. Hold on 1 sec. Let's call Jeff Vick and get him on the phone. Hold on. We're going to try to get you at least some advice on the phone. 303-713-TALK. This is good to get you at least some information. 303-713-8255. If you're thinking about changing your air conditioner right now, this is the season to do it. 888heating.com says they'll do both that and they'll do your furnace and air guaranteed lowest price. Same equipment, 303-770-2776. Give them a call and find out more, 770-2776.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast.
One spot of drama over on the west end of town, I-70 westbound at Denver West Boulevard. We've got a crash blocking 2 left lanes, stop-and-go traffic back from Highway 58. About 22 minutes of delayed driving for folks commuting west out of the Denver metro. Otherwise, a pretty calm drive about town. I-25 north and southbound, showing intended speeds into and out of downtown. I-25 north and southbound, easy driving through Aurora. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, partly cloudy skies out there. Highs in the 70s this afternoon. Overnight low of 43 degrees. Tomorrow, high of 74 with a chance of scattered thunderstorms. The current temperature in Denver is 60 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Coming up on the next episode of the Tudor Dixon podcast, Trent.
All right, coming up next, Tom, 10 seconds.
Book publishing company that encourages children to place God, country, and family ahead of themselves. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
EuroPlumbingColorado.net, that's the website. And you know what? You're going to find the best water heater deals anywhere. Whether it's the 40-gallon water tank for $12.99, fully installed with the old one taken out, new supply lines for the water, new flex line for the gas, or a 50-gallon for just $13.99. And if you want something bigger, they'll do it, and they guarantee the lowest price. Also, if you want an instant water heater, or what they call tankless, they can do that too. EuroPlumbingColorado.net, the best deals, water heaters, 303-668-6844, 668-6844. Oh, Sheridan. Sheridan.
That's the only place,
Right. That's it, man. I'm telling you, we got to get something going here. I just think we got to get something going.
There's got to be other mechanics who are reputable that will do an inspection.
Yeah, well, I don't know of any. That's the problem.
I know, but they must be out there. I mean, Kevin can't be the only one.
Well, he's the only one I know on our referral list. I just think, you know, yeah.
Where is everybody?
Ma'am, here. 623-1531.
That's a pretty good truck in general, man. That Nissan Titan.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Okay, I gotta look this up. Hey, Deputy Doc.
Go ahead.
Did you play golf this weekend? I bet it was fun.
I played golf on Saturday.
Yeah, I bet you did. It's so nice out
Beautiful,
It's gorgeous.
beautiful, beautiful. I had a hangar cleaning day.
Yeah?
With teenagers
invited?
who don't know how to work. But it's okay. Fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do with kids these days right now. When a 70-year-old man can outwork them. Fuck.
You guys are always welcome to play with Adam.
Adam? Oh.
Yeah, my husband. We live on a golf course.
Really? Where?
Blackstone?
I never heard of that one.
Which one?
Blackstone?
Oh, yeah. That's way out east.
Well, sorta.
Does he play? What is his handicap?
I think it's like a 6.
Oh my, now come on, man. That would be like he's really that good.
He's very good. Yeah, he plays pretty much every weekend, and when it's nice. And then Haley also, Haley is going to University of Laverne in California, and she's going to play golf there. So she's pretty good too.
Yeah, well, six handicap is pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah, but it's
really
a girl, right?
Well, Haley's going to play golf at Laverne, so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She's pretty good.
All right, 15 seconds, guys.
Frank Duran with RE/MAX Alliance.
26 years of proven credibility.
Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. 303-920-1622.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Jeff Vick we have, maybe to give some information here to Tamara. Hey, Jeff, she has a truck, 2016 Nissan Titan diesel. And
diesel?
A diesel, yeah. She has about 114,000 miles on it. Here's her problem. Tamara, when did it start? Were you out somewhere and then you started it up, put it in gear, and it went nowhere? When did it start?
I was driving down the highway, and some lights came on, so I pulled over, and then it stopped.
Okay, what lights came on?
Moving from there. So there was an exhaust filtration light, and I was driving. So
Exhaust filtration. Okay, what else? Any other light?
No, well, then the check engine light came on, but I don't know what code that was. So I pulled over, and then the truck was like red, a red light. The engine is shutting down. Please pull over to safety.
Okay, then what?
But I was already pulled over.
Then what?
I was already pulled over, and then the truck just shut down.
Now, shut down meaning it turned off?
The engine turned itself off, yes.
That sounds like, that diesel filtration, they will inhibit the vehicle use if, for whatever reason, the cats aren't working, if you run out of gas, if, for whatever reason, if that particulate system is not operating properly, it can shut you out of that truck.
Hold on now. Here's what I want to know. She can start it right now. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I just can't drive it.
Okay. When you say you start it up, hold on, does it idle normally?
Yes.
And are lights on when you start it up?
Lights meaning?
Those warning lights.
Oh, no.
And then when you put it into gear, into drive, what happens? Do you feel it? Do you feel it engage?
Yes. I feel it engage, but it does nothing.
Then, hold on. Then you press on the gas. Does the engine rev?
Yes.
Like it's in neutral?
Yes.
Okay, but it doesn't move?
Correct.
And then when you put it in reverse, the same thing?
Yes.
Any lights during this time?
No.
Okay, so Jeff, if the car was shut down in a limp mode to preserve itself, or it was immobilized, why now can she start it up, but she can't? It will not move. That sounds like a transmission. What's that?
It sounds like it could be, but it's a fully electronic controlled transmission, so their limp system, and I'm not familiar with it intimately or anything, but their limp system may actually inhibit the gear actually going in. In other words, it'll shut those solenoids off and just not give you anything.
So it could be that she has, it could be something minor. It doesn't necessarily mean something major. What would you check first?
Yeah, I would be looking at that particulate system first, to tell you the truth, and obviously whatever other codes may be in there.
Well, let me ask you something. Are you comfortable? We told her she needs to take it to someone we know and trust. Do you feel comfortable working on the Nissan Titan? You said you're not that familiar with it?
As far as the particulate system's concerned. So, I mean, I'm perfectly capable of working on the truck. I'm perfectly comfortable with it. I'm just not familiar with that aspect of it.
Okay, but you would be as soon as you got it in there, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
if nothing else, it's a learning
How
curve.
much would it cost to have that towed from Elizabeth?
Depending on where she's at in Elizabeth, I'm guessing somewhere around 300.
How much? 200 or 300?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite a ways. That's 30, 40 miles, man.
Yeah, they're charging for fuel right
Elizabeth, Elizabeth is out in Illinois. Just from 96 and E470, the first tow company I called, they wanted to charge me $540-something to bring it home.
This is where you want to get it, though. Jeff will tear it apart. He'll let you know what's going on, and he's only gonna fix what needs to be fixed. It could be something small.
There's nothing else, man. I'm telling you. I wish I could tell you something else, but this guy is. He'd get on it, and that you're not going to get it fixed by the dealer. They're just not going to do it. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is when it comes to these things.
There's no, so what I've been looking up is lemon laws for Colorado. That's just for new vehicles.
Of course
correct?
it is. Of course it is, Tamara. Listen,
Okay.
I promise you, if there was something that I had up my sleeve, I would tell you. First, dealers are not responsible when they sell it as is. Second, you bought a cockamamie extended warranty that has a waiting period. Plus, it would find another reason to get out. Third, there is no law that says that the dealer has to fix anything, or there's no lemon law, except for new vehicles, and that is even very, very limited. But the main thing is this. If the dealer, this doesn't sound like anything fraudulent. You see, it doesn't sound like something the dealer did or covered up. Okay, so I just wouldn't, I don't know. I just don't, I wouldn't mess with it. Now, Kimmer Transmission does more than just transmission work. I mean, he can take care of that particular and all of that. And the reason I say that is because there's so few people that know what the hell they're doing and are honest enough. But I can't, there's no way we can cover the cost of that tow. I wish there was a way. In the old days, Jeff, when we used to pull a friend's car, you can't do that anymore, can you? I mean, put it in neutral and
Well,
just...
you can.
Oh, I see it done all the time.
Yeah, but that's a heck of a distance to be pulling this truck with a chain.
Yeah, and it's a very heavy truck. It's super heavy. And I wouldn't want to destroy my other running vehicle to tow that vehicle.
Do you? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness you have a running vehicle. Well, anyway, I don't know what else to say. I don't think there's an easy way to get that fixed just to get to the shop. Is there, Jeff? Is there a sneaky way?
It doesn't sound like it. No, guy's going to have to get hands on it.
All right. Maybe you can call a mobile mechanic that knows what the hell they're doing, but be careful. I'm Tom Martino. More coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast.
A fairly standard drive throughout the Denver Metro for the noon hour. One big spot of drama over on the west end of town. I-70 westbound at Denver West Boulevard. A crash blocking the left lane with stop-and-go traffic back from Highway 58 to Golden. About 10 minutes.
I don't have a
delayed
contract
driving
with the Raleigh
for folks
house
commuting
yet. I'm
west
sorry.
out of the
I
Denver.
can't just do that.
To downtown I-25 north and southbound, we're still seeing intended speeds.
I just can't. I
Fox
have no
31,
arrangement with them at
pinpoint
all.
weather, partly cloudy skies.
All right, then.
Highs closer to the 70-degree mark before the afternoon is over.
I'll do this
Overnight low of 43. Tomorrow,
Up to you. Your name's on the
Are
show.
they coming back on?
temperature in Denver is 60 degrees. With your
I'll do it
impact
as a
traffic
favor.
and weather, Mark Swan, 630 K-How.
Coming up on the next episode,
All right, you're up next in 10.
Olson joins the show to talk about the madness at Michigan State University. Banned words? Are our kids too sensitive? Be sure to catch new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I am familiar with the Raleigh house because of literally relatives and friends who have taken advantage of that wonderful service for addiction and alcoholism. The Raleigh house has been around many, many years, and you can trust them to do a wonderful job. They have a rural retreat and other locations. if you are suffering from addiction or alcoholism, why don't you check them out? 720-981-4657. 720-891-4657. And Raleigh, R-A-L-E-I-G-H, theraleighouse.com. I love when you can get a law firm to take care of things, but before they do, they'll give you all kinds of free information, and that's Harris Family Law. Oh my God, there are so many topics covered on their webinars, and all you have to do is go to harrisfamilylaw.com/webinars to find them, the ones that are archived, or find out about the new ones coming up. They are covering a vast array of topics, and you get to look all of them all over for free. harrisfamilylaw.com/webinars. Made in the Shade. I talk about them all the time because I love them, and everyone I refer loves them, including Deputy Doc. They did his shades. They'll do your shades. They'll do your window coverings of any kind, drapes, curtains, shutters, blinds. And here's how they do it. They come and they estimate and measure everything free. That alone is a big service. Then you order it with a design consultant with free design services. Then they install them with their in-house team. You got it. Manufacturer's warranties and installation warranties from Made in the Shade. People that I know and love, people that you'll love because they do a great job. That's Made in the Shade. Look for them at referralist.com. Made in the Shade. Hey, Dragon.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the rep on that? On the
I have no idea.
The Raleigh House. Damn it. Okay.
No clue.
I got to figure out who is. Oh, hold on. I think I know.
We have an agreement signed?
No, I have nothing. But I didn't want to screw
Well, how
up.
did it just show up like that?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell. It's Barry Mallory.
Well, it's kind of weird. They just decided to have you do a live.
I know. I'm going to copy. I know.
I'm shocked.
You must be new here.
No, this is way different, bro.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know, what we're forgetting, Dragon, is they probably had a long conversation with Tom over the weekend about it, and he forgot.
That could be possible, yeah.
Yeah, okay, write that down, goddammit.
Just tell him you're writing it down.
This list is getting pretty long there, Tom.
I know. I'm going to have AI write up the complaint.
I'm going to need a second notebook.
They say that's one of the first things that are going to go is paralegals, man.
I know.
All right, coming back, you'll have about 30 seconds, give or take.
God, I have so many people to add.
Remember, too, you've got two in-house for K&H. It'll start on the 15th.
Yeah, you know.
2 per week.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's normal. It's normal.
Well, okay. You mean...
Yeah, I got you. We'll talk later.
It's actually a big reduction in what I was doing for K&H. It's a big reduction.
Well, it's 5 months. And I think we'll knock it out of the park as always, and we'll talk again, you know.
All right.
I have 15 seconds here, guys.
Their issues are abortion and trans rights. That's it. Gun control doesn't work. It hasn't worked. It won't work. It's ridiculous.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, I'm Tom Martino. Let's quickly go to Jeff. Jeff, this woman called for their Nissan Titan, and it won't move. It just starts up, and she got some idiot lights before that. Do you have a comment?
Yeah, I got a comment.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Did she accidentally, shift the transfer case into neutral, trying to pull off the road, and maybe her purse fell over and hit it or something like that?
You know what? It could be something that simple. I hope she's listening, or we can get her back. But thank you, Jeff. I want you all to hang on. We'll come back to all of your calls.
The podcast silenced.
Ask them to hang on. Kelly, we'll get to him, please. Tell him I'll get right to him.
All right, on it.
Thank you. Weatherization. Okay, weatherization.
Oh, my goodness, so much stuff to do. Hey, Tom, are you there?
Yeah.
I've been starting to use Bing, man. I'm really impressed by it.
I did that ever since you said it, and I totally agree.
So I just put this in there for the hell of it to see if it's actually working like AI. So if you go to Bing.com and you scroll all the way up to the search engine, it's got like a different thing where you can ask it a question.
Yeah.
So I put, write a nice letter to my grandmother who just turned 90. And it wrote a nice letter. I mean, I was pretty impressed by that.
Really? No shit.
Yeah.
That is cool. Really?
Yep. Now let me put in there, how do I tell someone they're forgetting stuff all the time?
And what do I do when they sue me? Ask that part.
Now, I did try this. I said, does President Biden suck? And it says, I cannot answer that. And then I put in, does President Trump suck? And it said the same thing. So it looks like they're
Oh, no. You put
away.
something in about, I said something. Oh, never mind. I tried to get some stuff done like that for different political arguments on purpose to see if they would do it. Like the case for or against abortion or anything like that. They will absolutely not do anything controversial.
Actually, I'm going to try that right now.
Nothing. Well, I couldn't get them to do anything pro or con or anything, yeah.
Should I get an abortion?
Well, they don't answer questions like that. They just write stuff, right?
It says help is available if you are having thoughts about self-harm. That's weird.
Did you see the South Park skit about abortion?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched
God
South Park in
almighty,
so long.
is it crude. Holy.
Crude. That's funny. What was it? I mean, paint a picture.
Is that the one where Garrison tries to get an abortion?
Now, it's where a male goes in and he wants an abortion. And the doctor says, you can't get an abortion. And he says, but I want one. And he said, but you can't get one. I'm identifying as a pregnant woman or as a woman. And he says, it doesn't matter. You can't get an abortion because you can't get pregnant. And he says, my rights are being violated. And he says, how can I feel like a woman if I can't get pregnant and have a baby scrambled up and sucked out of me?
What did the doc say?
And the doc's, you know, you got to see it. It is crude. I mean, but it's saying, how can I ever be a woman without feeling, and he says, a wonderful life growing inside me that I can go in and scramble up and suck out.
Leave it to South Park.
It's like, I mean, I can't believe
I always thought
it.
they were kind of liberal. I guess I never knew shit.
I mean, I don't know. See, they don't do things according to politics. They just do things to shake things up.
Yeah, yeah.
This is really interesting, Tom. This is a huge thing. You see this?
Yeah, Mr. Garrison goes for an abortion in 2005.
That's how long that was?
That's how long ago it was, yeah.
Tom, did you hear that?
When was it?
2005.
Oh my God, you got to see it. You got to see it.
They probably wouldn't do it now. What are they on? Are they on Fox or
Comedy.
what are they on?
Comedy Central.
What is it? Oh, okay. They're pure cable. I got to make a call. Hey, is Jordan coming on, or did we totally miss him?
He said he was going to be there from 10 to 12.
Anybody?
She's on the phone. I have no idea.
Well, he's not hanging on the phone, is he?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. He'd be on one of the bottom lines, Dragon.
And there's nobody on one of the bottom.
Hey, tell me if you can hear this. Hold on. This, you just... Oh, son of a... So I'm going to connect my phone to my Roadcaster.
Okay.
And let me know if you hear this. I bet you do. I hear it in my headphones, so you must hear it, but let me get there.
If you're playing something, I hear nothing.
That's trying to connect. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to call, hold on. I'll call my voicemail.
Please enter your password.
Please enter your password.
Wow. Wow, good thing I didn't turn the old porn on.
Mark, how did you get that out so clearly? Do you have it hooked up to your computer?
Yeah, I had it. I didn't even realize it was connected.
So
to
you
my
have
road.
your computer hooked to the road?
No, just the phone,
Connected to your road?
Yeah, you know what we should do is take a call through
No,
my phone.
I know. In fact,
see if it works.
It'll work fine. I just can't talk to your people, and you see.
Well, why do you say that? I'm not so sure that's correct.
Because I tested it one time. Let's get one of our experts to do it. I'll call him.
Yeah, who do you want? Call call Jeff Vick or Kevin back for line 2. I'll call him. What am I saying?
Yeah, call him on your... So you have your phone hooked up on a cell phone channel, right?
Yeah, but hold on. Let me make sure I can...
He won't be able to hear me. You'll see.
Yeah, but I have an idea how to fix that, but I got to try it live. Let me try to get Sheridan.
And we have just under a minute.
We have just under a minute.
Hey, I'm just letting you know so you can get your fat fingers working properly.
God. First of all, you don't tell us how long we have. We tell you.
Okay.
We have a little under a minute.
You're right.
All right, where's Kevin? Hopefully I can bring this down so you don't hear. Are you still up?
I still got you.
Tell me if you hear this.
Nope. Here's the phone ringing.
Yeah, it's really clear.
How about now? Perfect.
No, I hear nothing.
Hey,
10
Kevin.
seconds.
Now by listening to 630 KHOW on the free iHeartRadio app.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice, is gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran. No, not Frank Duran. He's a great guy. Frank Duran, realestateman.com. But also, One Clear Choice Garage Doors. One Clear Choice will come out to your home 24/7. Let's say your door doesn't close. You can't leave your house exposed. They'll come out in an emergency service, or you can have regular service done by them. All of their prices on their website, whether you need a new door, a panel, a hinge, a cable, the entire opener, a new door. They are factory authorized by most garage door companies, unlike other people. And you can find their prices and everything about them at OneClearChoiceDoors.com. So let's go back to the phones and find out what we can do to help you. Beverly, go ahead. What's going on with you, Beverly? Welcome.
I have arthritis behind my kneecap. And I spoke with the people at StemGen on Friday. I had a little phone consultation with them.
Yeah.
And they don't take insurance.
No.
And he told me it was going to be between $6,000 and $7,500.
Well, I don't know what they're doing for you, but mine was around $6,000. Let me explain this to you. Now, you need to be really careful on making these choices. Stem cell, unfortunately, is not covered. A lot of stuff is not covered by insurance. That's considered what's called experimental, meaning they haven't approved it yet. But here's the problem. Here is the big problem, Beverly. It's not because of stem cells have now been around for so long. But do you realize how long it took for them to acknowledge chiropractic, or how long it took them to acknowledge any other kind of care than conventional care? I don't know when stem cell therapy will be accepted. I have no idea. But here's the problem, is that health insurance, they like doing this because they get out of paying for a lot of stuff. Can you imagine? But what's really stupid is it sometimes, not all the time, it sometimes totally averts surgery and helps where you would have to have a knee replacement, and that's way more expensive. So you would think that they would welcome something that could save money. I think what they're saying is, look, the jury is still out. I think that's what they're saying. I think they're saying that we are not yet convinced, or it's not mainstream enough. I don't know why. But you have to be careful on what you choose. They will be honest with you on the successes they've had in that area. Did you actually get to the point where you did the telehealth thing with the doctor?
Yeah, but
and you asked all your questions.
Yeah, but
no, I'm not talking about Joel. I'm not talking about Dr. Cherdak. No, hold on. Nothing wrong with Dr. Joel. He's a chiropractor, and he does a great job. But he's not he is one of the owners of Denver Regenerative Medicine. But what I'm asking is this: did you talk to the actual physician? Because after you talk to Joel and he gives you all the basics, if you're still interested, then you actually talk to a stem cell physician. Did you do that?
No, I haven't gotten to that point yet.
You might want to, but how bad is your knee? How bad is your knee?
Well, over the past few years, I've gotten cortisone shots, which last about 3 or 4 or 5 months, but
you know here's what's good news.
I'm having trouble walking up and down the stairs.
Here's what's good news. Did cortisone help you?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the really good news. If cortisone helps, most likely stem cells will help, because stem cells are like your body's cortisone. It's your body's anti-inflammatory agent and your body regrowth method. Cortisone is a great anti-inflammatory, but it's going to eventually deteriorate the joint, and it gets worse and worse. So it's not good on a long-term or multi-basis. But stem cells do the same thing with the anti-inflammatory agents, but they also help regrow tendons and cartilage to a certain extent. Like I said, they can't regrow your entire knee. So you have to be careful in deciding if it's going to help you enough, or if you can space out the cortisone shots enough not to care because insurance is covering them. But remember, long-term cortisone is not a great idea for your joint. It'll get worse and worse.
Yeah.
I've had people, though, Beverly, listen to this. I'm going to be straight with you because I'm totally transparent. There are people that don't want to spend $5,000 or $6,000, and they say, Tom, even though I can put off surgery. At least my insurance will pay for surgery, and it's cheaper for me to get surgery, and even though I don't want to get surgery. And in those cases, people decide not to go with stem cell because of that. It really has to do with what options you have. Do you have a surgical option, Beverly, and will your insurance pay for it? I assume you're on Medicare maybe with a supplement?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But I understand that knee replacement is much more hard to recover from than, say, hip surgery.
The older you are, the harder it is. Let me tell you the biggest problem with knee surgery, having researched this a lot. Here's the biggest problem, and I'm not talking medically, I'm talking psychologically. In essence, it's an amputation of your lower leg, and they reconnect it with artificial bones, right? So you get this sense if you talk to people. Now, some people say, no, it's the best thing I ever did. But I have a friend, Pam, who said it's the best thing she ever did, and she never felt this way. But then I have other people more than her that felt this way. They feel like it's no longer their leg. Not like it's an artificial. It's not numb or anything. You still have sensation. But the knee part, to get it to move and work, they don't feel the same. In that regard, it becomes very difficult to get over it that way. But not physically. Physically, they're very successful. Do you understand? They really do work.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a proven procedure. The part that people have a problem with is they explain it almost as a disconnection. Like when they're walking, it like swings forward and it's not completely the same as your other knee was. That's all I can explain. And if you go online and read forums and stuff, they'll explain this. Yet there are people, a few, that say, "Oh no, it's perfect, it's wonderful, the best thing I ever did." So it's
hold
really.
On, I really want to chime in.
Go ahead.
So, Beverly, I've had two people in my life, my Uncle Mario and then an employee of mine, his name was Virgil. Both of them were in their 70s, and they put off knee replacement. They both went through the same shots you've been having for a while, and they both finally got both knees done. Oh, by the way, I'll throw in a neighbor who literally lives next door.
Mark, what was the result? What was the result?
The result was this. They wish they didn't wait the period of time to get it done. If they could go back in history, they would have got it done way quicker.
Because it was wonderful for them.
It was absolutely wonderful for all three of them.
Yeah.
Well, is it possible you would still need the surgery after you had the stem cell treatment?
Okay, yes it is. But it's also possible you won't. See, this is the problem, is that there are no guarantees. Not even with joint replacement there are no guarantees. I mean, every time I had a back procedure done, they are very quick to say, I'm talking about regular conventional medicine and stem cells. Now, I will tell you, I'm noticing, it's funny, with the stem cell I had in my lower back, I just wanted to shore up and strengthen my lower back where I injured myself. This is beyond anything surgery did. This is just an injury I have. And it really helps. It's helped a lot, and it's been about 3 weeks, I think. But I'm not telling you it's going to do the same for you. This is the big unknown with medicine. I mean, you know, Doc, they don't give, there are no guarantees on medical outcomes ever. Ever.
Well, it depends. You know, there are certain things that we can do that are essentially
predictable.
100%.
Predictable.
Right. And there are other things which are not predictable.
Give me an idea of something that would be almost 100%.
Okay, if in my field,
go ahead.
If a woman is having abnormal bleeding,
yes,
doing a hysterectomy is 100% going to stop the bleeding.
Okay.
If a woman is having pain from endometriosis, doing a laparoscopy may or may not get rid of the endometriosis, and she may continue to have pain.
Okay, so there's two different things there. So, but with this knee thing, stem cells have been very, very successful. But Beverly, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. But you have a choice.
Yeah.
Are you willing to spend $6,000 to do that if surgery was going to be covered 100%?
Boy, I don't know, because as I said, I've heard some nightmare stories about knee replacement. So.
You know, and then you just heard Mark say, you know, he has 3 people he knows that did great.
Yeah,
and I'd love to hear from people listening. You know what? I'd love to hear, if you keep listening, Beverly, I would love to hear from people who who had knee surgery, knee replacement, and see what they say. So why don't you listen?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get someone to call 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, or drop us a line, help@troubleshooter.com, and let's figure it out. Now, we have a question on valuation of property. The valuations have been going out. We also have an issue with car wiring being eaten by rodents. By the way, that's most likely squirrels. All of that coming up. I'm Tom Martino.
Democrats just want to win the next election, and they're trying to do it with ceaseless money printing. Hi, Stephen K. Bannon. It is critical to protect your retirement right now with a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To learn more, get a free info kit on gold IRAs by texting the word safeguard to 989898. There's nothing to...
10 seconds, Tommy. Coming up next.
Word safeguard to 989898 to get a free info kit on gold.
Paid for by Birch Gold Group.
You know, people are still getting reverse loans, even with the economy and the interest rates the way they are. It affects how much you can borrow, but some people simply want to borrow enough to get their out from under a monthly payment. For example, they just want to pay off their loan, or they want an emergency line of credit. Let's say their house is paid off. And the great thing about the emergency line of credit, it grows every single year that you don't use it, and it grows, and they can never take it away from you, how much you have available to borrow. It's really still viable for people. Why don't you check it out? With Approval Reverse Mortgage, people that I've known and trusted for 20 years, approvalreverse.com, 303-771-3528. That's 303-771-3528. Hey, John Fuller has been a long-standing part of this show. He's our expert on personal injury. And he comes on the show and he tells you what he does for people. He also answers questions free of charge. If you want your case evaluated, you call John Fuller. You will talk to John Fuller. You're not going to get a call center. You're not going to talk to an assistant. You're going to talk to the lead attorney, John Fuller, who has pledged to talk to each and every client before they're taken on board and to evaluate their case with them before they're taken on board. And when they are taken on board, it's a percentage fee basis, and he always makes himself available to you. You're not going to have to go through his people. So John Fuller will give you his cell phone number. Call him. Find out how different he is. myaccidentlawyer.co. 303-597-4500. That's 303-597-4500.
So, look, according to Huffington Post, a gritty French movie is a top film on Netflix right now.
What is it called?
Okay, but look at this. This is from Huffington Post, right? Yeah. And look at what the next one. So they're telling you two different things.
Well, no. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Oh, I see. You're right. I thought they were talking about the same thing.
15 seconds, gentlemen.
Pilled America.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. 630 K-How, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, let's keep this going here, okay? We have a question here. I wanted to make sure I get the people. Oh, good, we have comments on knee replacements. Let's get those real quick here. Perry, did you have one done?
Yeah, I had my knee replaced when I was 38 years old. I'm 75 now, and I was the youngest one to ever have a replacement done, and I've kept the same knee for 30-some years.
Did you love it?
Yes, I did.
It got you out of pain.
When they did the surgery, I had a football injury in high school. They did what they could of surgery then, but by the time I was 38, when they did the surgery, they said I had the arthritic knee of a 90-year-old.
But so you were immediately out of pain. Did you feel any disconnect?
You know, it would clunk a little bit once in a while, but back then I was in the hospital for a week.
Yeah.
And then had to go therapy, and I didn't go back to work for 6-7 months.
Wow.
Now it's a day surgery.
I know it. It's amazing.
And I was totally out of pain.
Well, thank you. Scott, you had a knee, or tell us about it, Scott.
I was 47. I had bilateral knee replacement.
Whoa.
So they did them both at the same time.
Whoa. How was it to get over?
Yeah. Oh, it completely sucked. But it was the best thing I ever did. I mean, at 47, I'd mow the lawn and have to crawl upstairs, but I used to snowboard and do all that.
But it worked
stuff.
after it, though. Did it get you out of pain?
Yes, I was out of pain, and I was snowboarding and doing everything again by the time I was 50.
And you didn't feel any disconnect?
No, occasional clacking and late at night when you didn't have a bunch of ambient noise.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. I hope she's listening. Let's go to Mike, who has a question on his wiring in the car. He thinks it's being eaten by rodents. Squirrels do that a lot. Mike, you keep it parked outside, I take it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 1999 Ford 350 Super Duty, 5.4 liter. It's gas. And unfortunately, I left it outside during the pandemic. I couldn't drive it and stuff. But it's not a daily driver. I just use it now and then to haul stuff. Great truck. It's beautiful. 1999, and it looks brand new, seriously. But nobody wants to mess with it. I took it to Erie to a shop. They said, well, we can't help you. And Ford kind of wants to have some kind of a summary on the problem of it. I don't know what to do about it.
Now, hold on. What are you trying to get done? A rewiring?
Well, the rodents came in to the engine compartment, and they chewed a heck of a lot of wiring. Now, there's no bells and whistles on this particular engine. I mean, I don't even have power windows.
No, I get it. But what are you
lock.
trying to... I guess I'm asking, what are you trying to get done?
The wiring that was chewed up, I need to have it replaced.
Okay. And you can't get a shop to do it. I think Sheridan Auto Tech specializes in electrical. They can do it. But we also have Jeff Vick on the phone. Jeff, you know a lot about these older cars. Go ahead. Jeff?
I got Kevin up.
Oh, you got Kevin. Never mind. I'm sorry. Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, Kevin, did you hear that?
Hey. No, I can't hear the call.
Okay.
Oh, man.
See, that's what I thought. Okay. So, Kevin, to ask him, Mark.
Kevin, I'm going to have them call you back. I'm going to have Kelly call you right now. Hold tight.
All right. So
okay. All right.
Yeah. Bye. So we can hear him fine, though, Mark. That's
we
the good
were
part.
trying a little thing there. That
no, I know. So listen, hold on, man. We'll get right back to you. Okay. Let's go to Rachel, who has a question about her property valuation. Hi, Rachel. What's going on?
Hi. Okay, I received a notice of valuation from City and County of Denver.
Me too.
And they evaluated my house at $625,000, on June 30th last year where the properties were sky high. At that time, my property was valued at $424,900. We're both senior citizens. I do want to protest. I would like to know what is the best way to protest the evaluation, and do I need to talk to the assessor?
No.
Or do I need
right
to
now,
get
you don't
a
have to do
real estate
anything.
person?
You don't have to do
No?
anything except write to the assessor, take a copy of that notice, and send it back. There should be something right on the valuation.
Yes, on the back of it. Yes.
That's all you have to do. That's the first step. Just say you don't have to give any kind of information. You just say I protest. That gets you on record.
Okay. Thank you, Tom.
Hold on.
Rachel?
Hold on, dear.
Have you been living in the house for 10 years?
30.
Because you can get, if you're over 65.
Listen to this.
You can get a 50% reduction, I think, on the first 100,000 or whatever it is. But there's a big deduction you can get when it comes time to pay your property tax.
Did you know that? Did you know about that abatement?
Yes, we do get the senior citizen tax credit on the property tax, but that's not 50%. Well, 50% on the first 200,000.
Right.
Yes.
But that still amounts to something, doesn't it?
$500 some dollars. That's
Okay.
it. But if they go to 625,000, that's like I would like to sell my house for that money today and move out.
I once did that, Tom. I protested the valuation on my house. There's a form you can fit. They will have to go and get comps to prove it. But you can definitely protest the valuation on your house.
You know, we ought to get sometime this week, because all the valuations went out. We should get our expert on, and then you can hear him, Ed Tomlinson. Kachina Kalori, why don't you try to get him on one day this week, maybe? Let's see if we can get him on, and let's talk about it in general. It's always good to go over, but it's not a difficult procedure until you get into the later rounds. But yeah, I got a valuation, and they said what it was last year and this year, and they said mine went up like $360,000 or something in a year. How is that possible? He'll answer that and more, but let's just find out. 303-713-8255.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast.
For the most part, we're looking at a calm drive throughout the Denver Metro. I-25 north and southbound showing intended speeds into and out of the downtown area. Up on the northeast end of town to Commerce City. I-270 westbound, some normal slowdowns approaching Vasquez. Further east to the airport, I-70 east and westbound flowing free. And south of there through the Aurora and DTC areas, I-225 north and southbound, no complaints. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, hoping to push the 70-degree mark for the high this afternoon. Overnight low of 43 degrees, partly cloudy throughout the night with chance of scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. The current temperature in Denver is 61 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Coming up on the next episode of
10 seconds, Tom. You next.
In Medicine to create a book publishing company that encourages children to place God, country, and family ahead of themselves. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney. Take down the name, and I'm going to tell you why. I mean, I'm not predicting you might need him for a DUI or smoking when a DUI includes, by the way, marijuana. A lot of people getting popped for that. Oh, my God, it's amazing. But here's what I'm saying. You never want to shop for an attorney when you're under pressure. So you take the name down. You hope you don't need it. Or you may have to refer it to someone. You know, Lord forbid you have to do it to for your kids, right? Or somebody you know. But here it is, Joe Lazzara. He will do free initial consultations always, and then flat rate pricing. You're not nickeled and dimed. Joseph A. Lazzara, Lazzara, LazzaraLegal.com, 303-429-6200, 429-6200. And speaking of 00, let's talk about Zero Res. Gosh darn it, I got to get him in here. I got that special going on, $33 a room, 3-room minimum. I got to get him here. It's the only carpet cleaning company, truly, that I use in my home because of their Zero Res. And I mean zero residue. They use less water, empowered water. Well, they don't use that term anymore, but it's a patented process with their water that gets things clean faster, stays clean longer, and dries faster. They don't use as much water, and there's no soaps, no emulsifiers, no chemicals. That means the carpets are simply clean and safe for kids and animals. ZeroResDenver.com. You're going to want them in your home. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150.
Whoa!
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Tom.
They're still selling i3 laptops, 14-inch. Listen to this. It's got a 128 solid-state drive, 128 gigs, and 4 gigabyte RAM for $179. My God.
Where's that at?
Gateway. But it's, listen, it is but an i3. But for just sitting there doing something, it would be a good, it wouldn't be bad. What is our laptop in there? Do you know? I wonder what our laptop is.
I'm sorry, I had a call real quick. That's cheap as hell, but did you say that's an Apple?
No. That's a Gateway. That's
yeah, okay.
An i3.
Yeah, they're dirt cheap, man. I wouldn't get that though. That's too slow for Windows 11.
What kind do we have running everything in there in my closet?
That's an i5. Forget the frequency, but it's got a lot of RAM, and then it's all
good
SSD hard drive.
Oh,
it's like
good.
A big stick of RAM. Man, you couldn't hear Jack with Kevin. You couldn't hear him at all?
No, we heard him. He said he couldn't hear the call.
God, why would that be?
Well, hold on. If you think about it, hold on. Because you're going locally to him through the road, okay? But the call, we don't have return audio going through the road. We only have return audio going directly to us because of the mix minus.
Well, I can turn. Have you tried turning? Have you connected your phone?
Yes.
To your Rodecaster?
Yes, it's connected.
Through USB?
Yes. No.
Did you go in and turn the mix minus on or off? Hey, Frank, hold on one sec, please.
Mark, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Frank,
none of the audio.
Hold on one sec. Go ahead.
Listen to this. The way we have this done right now, all of our audio is going through the road to the station, but all return audio is going directly to our ears.
10 seconds, guys.
All right, hold on. I'll be on the phone for a sec.
All right, cool.
Line. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose. Healthy.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Renew Home Innovations. Get you the beautiful, beautiful shower And what it is a big rectangle shower to take the place of the old, what I call shub. The tower, the shower tub, big ugly thing you step over. Nothing to step over, no threshold, beautiful seats and grab bars, soap dishes. It's made for your custom movements, and they do it in 2 or 3 days. Stone walls that look like stone resin, and no maintenance. Renew Home Innovations, 72 months to pay, no interest, and half off labor. You're never going to get a deal like this. Great people, 303-904-2000, 904-2000, renewhomeinnovations.com. So, all right, so let's talk to Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Autotech, and ask his opinion. Sheridan, Kevin, why is Mike having such a tough time getting his 1999 Ford F-350 rewired for the rodent damage? Mike, come on up too. Kevin, he says no one wants to do it. I don't think people are in the business. These companies are in the business of wiring, are they?
No, a lot of them aren't. They're mostly maintenance, services and maintenance type shops, and we do that as well as a major repair. So yeah.
So you guys would do the rewire?
Sure.
Hey, Mike.
Wow.
We solved your problem.
That's great. Hey, Tom, I listened to you since Father John and even the Mike Bassett years.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
You've solved so many problems for me, but I've never talked to you. And believe me, I respect everything you've done. You've helped me so many times. It's amazing.
Hey, Mike, is this truck in good shape?
It's beautiful. I'm serious. It runs like I got a relatively new Nissan, and my old truck runs better.
Now,
seriously.
Can you get it over there, though? Will it drive? Can you drive it with the rodent damage?
No. It actually started once, and I drove it probably about a quarter of a mile, and I brought it back. But no, then I had it hauled into Erie. The guy at the place in Erie at the auto repair, he said, "No, I can't. I can't do this." But if you look at it and stuff, there's no bell, there's no computer, there's no automatic door lock.
You see, Kevin Calkin bought out Lakewood Auto Electrics and added to it and has technicians and equipment. They're the right place for electric stuff and for regular maintenance and repair. Sheridan Autotech is, by the way, on Colfax, west of Wadsworth. It's not too far from you.
Yeah.
We'll give you the number. Kevin, where are you located now, Mike, where it'd have to be towed from?
I'm in Erie, and I will have it towed over if you will do it.
Yeah, give him a call, 303-455-7242. Kevin, we'll get you guys in touch off the air. Hey, Kevin, what do the rodents go after mostly, have you found?
Well, there's no commonality. I mean, it's if you're out in the country, they're looking for nesting spots, or apartment buildings. If you're anywhere close to the dumpster, seems like the worst place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. Jeremy wants to talk about something I think we touched on last week. Some guy called. We wanted to help him out with a Braille machine, and he talked about being blind. And I think I asked him a question, and he says, "I never thought of that." He says, I asked him, when he dreams, does he have sight or vision in his dreams? Because he's never seen ever from birth. So I asked him, I said, when you dream, do you see people? I mean, it was a common question, right? I mean, not a weird question, I don't think. Anyway, Jeremy, what are you commenting on?
Yes, Tom. I wanted to say that I have been totally blind since birth as well, and when I dream in all sound rather than in a
right. So you are blind in your dreams as well.
Yes, I am.
My goodness, I wonder if everyone does that. I mean, and
Tom,
Jeremy,
if this is who I think it.
Go ahead.
If this is who I think it is, not only do they not dream in color, they don't dream in black and white. Their entire dreams are just verbal.
Yes, they're just sound and verbal.
Now, Mark, how do you know who this is?
When we were talking about it last week, they listen a lot and emailed me.
Oh. Jeremy, may I ask, how long have you been blind?
ever since I was born back in 1987,
Okay.
and I am 35 years old.
Okay. All right. That's a very
Do you ever have
interest-
nightmares? Well, yeah, I guess it would be still a nightmare, but like an audio nightmare, a scary dream?
Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe when I was younger I did, but not anymore.
So
That's crazy.
So, Jeremy, do you live on your own now?
No, I live with my mom and dad in a house in Aurora.
Okay. All right. So, obviously, there are different levels of blindness, and one of the other things I asked that person, is your world black? Is it dark? Or I don't even know if you know what black is, but I mean just lack of vision, or are there diffusion of light coming through at all? Do you have any light coming through at all?
No, I do not.
Wow. You know, as I say, we deal with the cards we're dealt, but I just have so much admiration for people that don't give up ever. And I mean, what can you do, right? You were born this way. You don't know any other way. Is it true that when you don't know any other way, you don't really miss it? I mean, is that a true statement? I hope these aren't stupid questions, Jeremy, but go ahead.
No, they are not. They are really good questions. To answer your question, no, it's just the way that it is. That
okay.
I am very happy and very confident in being blind.
Is there any hope just with technology and time that you could have some form of eyesight at any chance, or no?
That's a good question. I would need to get back to you on that.
Okay. What is it that made you blind?
I was born a little bit early.
Premature.
No, my eyes didn't form.
Okay. Okay. Jeremy, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Thanks, and thanks for listening. Call anytime you can lend us a hand on anything we're talking about. Do you have any particular expertise?
No.
Do you use a computer?
Really. I just really enjoy listening to the show.
Do you use a computer?
Oh, yes, I do. I use a computer very well.
And is it all, do you have screen readers?
Yes, I have the screen reader JAWS.
Okay.
Do you find any use for Braille anymore? That was something that came up in that conversation as well.
Yeah, it did.
Yes, I do. I do know how to read Braille, and I have a piece of technology that has a Braille display.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jeremy, where'd you go to school? Were you mainstreamed into a regular school?
When I was in elementary school, I went to a public school, but in high school, I went to the Colorado School for the Deaf and the Blind in Colorado Springs.
Okay. As I said, thank you very much. Mark has a question on vacation pay. Mark, what's going on?
Yes, I'm here, Tom.
Yeah.
I worked for a employer starting in 2018. I worked for them for about 3 years part-time. I was told in the third year, through actually overhearing something in the break room, that part-time employees got vacation. I did not get vacation the first 2 years I worked there. When I talked to the store manager, he told me that I had lost that pay and time.
Wait a minute. How long did it, as a part-time employee, what was the rule or what was the policy that you got vacation when?
After you had worked there a certain period of time. I believe it was a year.
Okay, so because you didn't know about it, you lost it, you feel. That's what they told you?
That's what I was told, and I asked him to bring it up to his superiors, and he said he did. And once the time had passed, you lost it.
But why were, and this is for anyone, full-time or part-time, if you use it or lose it, is that right?
Yes.
How much vacation would you have gotten for each year?
At least 7 days for each year. So
That's
I lost
very generous. For a part-time employee?
That's what I was told.
Hold on. We'll come right back to you.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
For the most part, we're looking at a calm drive throughout the Denver Metro. I-25 north and southbound showing intended speeds into and out of the downtown area. Up on the northeast end of town to Commerce City. I-270 westbound, some normal slowdowns approaching Vasquez. Further east to the airport, I-70 east and westbound, flowing free. And south of there through the Aurora and DTC areas, I-225 north and southbound, no complaints. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, hoping to push the 70-degree mark for the high this afternoon. Overnight low of 43 degrees, partly cloudy throughout the night with chance of scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. The current temperature in Denver is 61 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
10 seconds there, Tom.
Indoctrinated in school? I'll talk to a mom who's doing something about it. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you find your podcasts.
All right. Become the banker and annuities, mymoneymyway.com. Let's just sum this up. I trust Joe and Jordan Chiano, financial advisors, and I trust them to steer you the right way if you want safe, conservative investments that make money guaranteed in writing and will not lose a dime guaranteed in writing and will provide income for life guaranteed in writing. Whether you want to start out small with a couple $100 a month for overfunding a life insurance plan on purpose for tax-free growth, or you want an annuity and maybe you want to transfer qualified money into it from an IRA or 401k and you're sick and tired of losing from the stock market, check out mymoneymyway.com, 303-779-6600. This doesn't make sense that a part-time employee would get 7 days. It just makes no sense.
I wonder what company that is.
I don't think it is, and I think he's confused, and it's got to be in a company manual or written. I'm going to ask what size the company is. I hope I have time to talk to him when I get back, but...
you have about 2 minutes.
Ah, you bastard. Give me 5.
Okay, 2.5.
Give me
my final offer.
Son of a beach.
Mark?
Yeah.
Do you need me to stop the stream, or are you going to do it?
No, you can do it.
Okay.
I'll log out right now, matter of fact. I'm out.
We're...
hit somebody with, and then that becomes. Look at this. Look at this.
That's unusual to use a weapon. That's very unusual.
Stephanos.
Did you know that?
Come on.
I know it's very unusual. That's why I was pointing that out. It reminds me of 2001, where he picks up the phone to hit the other day, and then it's a.
Are we? Hold on. I'm having. Oh, okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Sorry. For some reason I wasn't sure. Thanks.
All good.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Dragon, can you hear him?
No.
No. Can you hear me now?
I can't even hear you.
I can't hear anybody
either. Hello.
Hello.
We're just screwed. All right, it's the Kelly Kuchera Show.
The Kachina Kalori Show. Hey, Mark, get me that copy, man. Get me all the copy you need.
For what?
You said you're going to need a bunch of spots.
I am, once these are done.
Yeah, at the last minute.
At the last minute. Remember, I can't hear you.
I got this one for CGs. I don't know how I spaced that one.
Yeah, I really need
I'll
that
get it
one.
done. I'll get that done right away. Doc, when you put those upside down in the sink, don't put them in my bin. I like to drain them first. Yeah. I know you do. I just want to. It's been a long week.
All right, 15 seconds, guys.
This is Greg Abbott to stop sending illegals to Chicago. That plus another dude wins a women's event. John Solomon on his new book and Cray News with Kay on a Monday on the Joe Pag Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
All right. Tom Martino here. Let me talk to Mark real quick about his vacation pay. Mark, I have a few basic questions. How big is this company?
Fortune 500.
How big is it as far as employees in your location? Is it like 50 or more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have an employee handbook. They have to. Okay? Did you read it?
Right. Yeah, I was told that it was given to me when I hired, and when I looked through it, I could not find information supporting what they said.
Okay. Could you find anything about part-time employees getting 7 days for each year worked?
Well, I gave up on it when I was told that because I lost the first 2 years, that was gone.
Mark,
said
no, that's not what I'm asking. I am doubting that part-time employees get 7 days. How many hours a week do you work?
I worked about 20 hours a week. What I was told is I would be compensated for my normal 20 hours.
I get it.
So
1 week vacation would be 20 hours for each year work. That's
yes,
so you get the same amount as you work. Now that sounds more logical, but is that written somewhere? Because if it is, you can make the argument that it's earned and they can't take it away. Does it show up on your W-2?
Well, I'm currently retired from that job.
How long ago did you leave them?
2020.
It might be too weird to go back now, but you need to see a W-2 to see that it was accrued. Once it's accrued, they can't take it away, okay? You have to do that. That's mandatory.
So I would follow up with the Colorado Department of Labor?
After you get your W-2, you have to, if you research them, call us back. Because if it's accrued, they can't take it away. They have to pay it out. Okay?
Super. Thank you.
But not all vacations are accrued. Sometimes they're awarded. Anyway, let us know. I'm Tom Martino. Don't forget, folks, referralist.com for help, information, and referrals. That's referralist.com. You can call 303-MARTINO 24/7 to get help. Leave your name. We'll get back to you. 303-627-8466. Save all your problems for me.
You clear.
Martino.
See you guys.
I'm Martino. And stay connected with all of us.
And you had one? Yeah. But I don't think you have to as a small company. I think there's a cutoff.